Week 5 rolls along live from Las Vegas. Welcome to Premier League Wiffle. Tonight's endeavor has all eyes on Trench Pacone as the Legends face the red-hot Sandvipers here at Hideaway Field. The Sandvipers have started right where they left off in the fall, on top of the PLW standings at 9-3. Can this pitching staff squeeze out some depth tonight against a tough lineup? The Legends look to be in a relegation fight this season. Any win against top opposition can go a long way in retaining a coveted PLW spot. But more importantly than that, will Trench finally take the mound against his old team? We'll find out what's in store in tonight's PLW action. Happy Wednesday again, PLW Nation. I'm Jim Dodos, and with Adam Tannick playing tonight, I get joined by Lightning player Kyle Lohman. Kyle, great to have you up here. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be here, Jim. My first time in the booth this season. Was here a few times last year, mostly with Chad, but the first time you and I are up here together, I believe.
First time together.
Really looking forward to it.
We will fit in like oil and water, I'm sure. I'm just kidding. No, it's going to be a really fun night. Wednesday again. Legends and Night Owls get Wednesdays, so it's two teams that I've gotten to watch a lot of this season, and looking forward to kind of seeing these two teams that are on opposite sides of the table take place tonight.
Yeah, I'm out here a lot as well, in general, just helping out, and I have played against both these teams so far tonight, so I'm very familiar with both of these teams and what the directions they're moving. Of course, the defending champion Sandvipers sitting at the top of the standings are looking great, and the Legends towards the bottom are battling for their position as well. But, don't sleep on this Legends team. They have a deep starting rotation, and they have a deep lineup as always with with plenty of bats. So this is a team where if the Sandvipers slip up early and don't really step on the gas pedal, then they could find themselves trailing. And this would not surprise me if the Legends give them a tough time tonight.
Well, let's look into the Vipers first here. We'll take a look at that lineup as we are about 3 minutes from game one here. Looks like we have Adam Tannick leading things off. The red-hot Justin Hicks in the two-hole. Tom Gannon getting the start on the mound. Tavano, McDowell, and Dean. Another strong lineup by this Sandvipers team that just keeps hitting the ball and mainly hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, do these guys square up the ball? It's really impressive how often these guys just hit the ball right on the screws. You think you're going to get something by them and get them to roll it over, but nope. If you miss at all against anybody in this lineup, they're going to hit it hard and likely hit the ball to the wall and over the wall quite often.
Right, yeah, some low averages like Kenny McDowell hitting in the low 200s, but 5 home runs. Yeah, he makes up for it in the slugging department.
Yeah, I mean, he can take the ball off the end of the bat and deposit it 30 feet over the center field wall. It really is quite impressive how quick his hands are and how much power he is. He is a tall, lanky guy, and he uses his stature, I think, to really propel the ball out of the ballpark. And
transitioning over to the Legends here, I mean, Trench Pacone's going to be the storyline, facing the Sandvipers for the first time.
Of course.
But a strong lineup with Derek Corral leading off. Stevenson going to get the start today. Looks like he's got some good pep in his step back today. Taravella, he's been coming off of a big series against the Warbirds. Sansone, Osgood, and Pacone is going to start and hit in the 6-hole.
Yeah, it's good to see Trench in the lineup. Obviously, the Legends, I think, were looking mostly for pitching and defense when they traded for Trench, but Trench is no slouch at the plate as well. Right. Has the power to get the ball out, and is a good overall hitter. He's a tough out. He takes plenty of walks. He doesn't go down swinging too often. He doesn't really give up on any at bats like some other guys do in the league. He's a guy who you want to have in your lineup.
Right.
Makes pitching staff work. And this is a staff now, the Sandvipers, who are very top-heavy with Tom Gannon and Adam Tannick. But after that, they're still not really sure who the number 3 pitcher is. Is it Kenny McDowell? Is it Justin Hicks?
Yeah.
We really don't know. They've traded away their number 3 guy.
Tannick telling me before the game today that it's McDowell going forward until it's not going forward. He said basically it's going to be their game 3 starter. But, yeah, absolutely, the people waiting to find some flaws on the Vipers and, pitching depth and maybe lineup depth as well at the bottom of that order. But pretty close to game time here. Kyle, let's get into the bets here. We have the Legends plus 2.5, a plus situation, looking at about plus 200, a little north of plus 200 on the odds as well.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, it's tough to not take a home dog getting that kind of odds as well.
Sure.
Look, the league is a lot closer than it looks maybe on paper. Yeah, the Sandvipers are sitting at the top of the table and the Legends are towards the bottom. But every team, I think, in every game has the ability to be competitive. And to be able to take plus 2.5 points there, plus 2.5 runs, plus 200 in points, is a pretty good spot if you ask me. But obviously the Sandvipers have the ability to put up a bunch in a hurry, so that may make us look foolish. But with starting with Taravella on the mound, who's looked great lately.
Right.
Tough to not take the Legends here.
And with Taravella getting warmed up, I want to take this time to say hello to my TikTok viewers and our Twitch viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight on a Wednesday evening, a beautiful Wednesday evening here from Las Vegas. Looking forward to interacting with you guys throughout the night. Cannot wait to see what the middle of Week 5 has to bring and what's just been it just keeps delivering series after series. The entertainment last night, a great series between your Lightning and the Vaders. Expect more of the same tonight as we are very close to first pitch here.
Yeah, it does feel like as the days and the weeks go on here at PLW that the skill level has ramped up, the intensity has ramped up. Even though we're playing a long 54, 18-week season, every game seems to be fought after.
Right.
And everybody wants to win every game out there. It's not really surprising.
Yeah, I'm noticing celebrations after wins more.
Of course.
It does seem to be more intense as Adam Tanek, big, tall, left-handed hitter stepping into the box for the Vipers. And Casey Taravella taking the mound here. Let's get this thing started. Cannot wait to see what this series has to bring.
Here we go.
Taravella winds up and drops down.
Legends going with 3 infielders, only 2 outfielders against Tanek here to start the game.
Yeah, a lot of teams do go 3 outfielders with Tanek.
Honestly, I don't blame them. Just trying to prevent this guy from getting a double is a win.
Yep, I agree. Falls behind early here, 2-1. And that's a spinning ground ball to second base, but wrong foots Ethan Wigfield. So much weight on that left side. Did not pick up the spin there off the bat.
Yeah,
and
Adam, sorry.
No, go ahead. It just spins off to his right. I was wrong-footed, Kyle.
Yeah, Adam caught that off the very end of the bat, and Ethan initially made what looked like the correct jump towards the ball, but it was just spinning so much that by the time he realized it, he pretty much fell on his bottom, and it's too late.
Kind of got to see that he's ahead of that pitch, and you got to hear it off the bat. That's the secret there. Here's Justin Hicks. Dangerous start for these Legends. Cannot give the Sandvipers those kind of easy base runners early in the game.
Justin Hicks, basically impossible for us to get out last week.
Yeah, comes in.
Went something like 9 of 10.
Yeah, I heard hitting
Crazy.
415 on the season now, and he is slotted right into this Vipers lineup. And that's driven to left. That's off of Coleman's right hand and out of play. This is not the Legends defense that the Warbirds saw last week as 2 early mistakes. And it's second and third, nobody out.
Yeah, not an easy play there for Coleman in left field. Did a really good job of preventing that ball from hitting the wall to take away the triple.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that ball did roll out of play, which was going to make it a dirty double. Had a chance to save it to a single there. Would have been first and second, nobody out, and a chance for a double play, but it did go out of play. Now we have second and third with nobody out for the dangerous lefty Tom Gannon.
Yeah, here's Gannon, and he takes 51. One thing from the Warbirds facing Taravella that I noticed is a lot of pitches in the 49 to 51 mile an hour range from Taravella. Wasn't too much stuff coming in hot. Let's see if he gets away with it against this Vipers lineup.
Agreed. I think he does mostly work below 55. He does a really good job of working down in the zone, which is obviously very important in pitching in general. You do not want to miss up.
Yep.
Pitches that miss up are the ones that usually leave the yard.
Oh, Delihante, my primers. Love my primers. Thanks for staying on board with us, Delihante. Love it. Off to a good start here tonight. That's 53 and misses inside. Yeah, and back to that play with Coleman. I saw Scott Tez Dobbins, and that's flared. I'll get to that in a minute. That's flared into left. That's down and scoring 2 runs, and the mistakes come in to score for the Vipers.
Yeah, 6 fielders or not, it's tough to line up defensively against the Sandvipers lineup. Hitters as good as Tom Gannon are going to find the holes. Tom, Hicks, Tanek, they can go to all fields easily, and it's tough to defend these guys.
That brings up Tavano, showcasing power of his own this season. Takes into the zone at 51.
He's got impressive power numbers, and he's got 2 grand slams robbed from him so far.
Oh, yeah, great catch last week. That was off the bat of Tavano. Good point. He falls behind here and touching on that Coleman play. Yeah, Scott Tez Dobbins had a similar play like that and was able to bat it into the side barrier there instead of batting it out of play. Kind of awareness level a little higher.
Yeah, you could use that fence down the left field line as a little bit of a strategy. There's a small 5 or 6 feet gap at the end of it that the ball can go out of play. So some experience out of Dobbins there too.
Ooh, we got to look into that. Tavano sticks the elbow out on that slider. That looked pretty close to me.
Yeah, I looked him a little more up than out. So I would probably give him the benefit of the doubt there. But yeah, got to be careful. Got to get out of the way. You never know how hard the wiffle ball can break at the end.
Full count. And Tavano spins that. That is bouncing fair. Trench Pacone has bobbled it. goes to second base, and that's going to be too late. That's another defensive miscue on an infield ball by the Legends.
Yeah, I think Casey was going to try to let that go foul initially. I don't think he was quite sure which direction the ball was spinning. So when he let it land, I think he was hoping it was just going to spin foul. And then when he realized it went fair, he was kind of in the wrong spot to make a play.
McDowell now with base runners on, and Tavano hits that right off the end of the bat and actually put a left to right spin on that towards the field of play. And the Legends didn't see it. And now McDowell skies that center field. That's deep. Wind behind it, and it's back, and it's gone. I thought for a second he caught that.
Wow, so did I. I think it went right through Osgood's hands.
Oh.
He jumped up maybe unnecessarily, and this ball went right through his hands. Nope, that was over the fence the entire way.
Oh.
Home run, McDowell, and it's 5-0 Sandvipers, just like that.
5 spot, capitalizing off mistakes. Probably been a legitimate 2 outs in this inning, if not 3, possibly by a more competent defensive team. But 5-0 Sandvipers, and you just can't give the number 1 team in the PLW those kind of chances. Here's Michael Dean rounding out the Sandviper lineup. As GK has already said, see you all tomorrow. He's done. He's seen enough tonight.
Yeah, a little unlucky there by the Legends as well. They had 2 balls hit off the very end of the bat, one by Tanek, one by Tavano, and both of them didn't leave the one left the infield, one didn't, and both of them resulted in guys getting on base.
Yeah, feel for Taravella a little bit here. Pretty unlucky to be down 5-0. Nobody out. Dean chops that one. Dean, a tricky hitter at the bottom of that Sandvipers order, hitting .308 on the season. He can always put a punch into a ball when you need him.
Sure does.
That one tinks outside at 56. Ooh. The harsh luck continues for Taravella.
Pretty great defender as well, Michael Dean.
Yes.
Was part of that tandem amazing catch between himself and Tom Gannon to end that wild game against the Cajuns a couple weeks ago. Sandvipers were up 9-1.
Yep.
And then it was 10-9. Bases loaded for Anthony Michael, and Anthony Michael hit that deep fly ball to center field, went off Tom's hands, and Michael Dean was right there to make the catch to finish the game.
Taravella finally gets his first out of the inning with a 49-mile-an-hour slider. And yeah, to your point, Kyle, me and GK fortunate enough to be on the broadcast for that play. A beautiful view from up here. One of the plays of the season for sure. We've seen many great defensive plays this year.
Yeah, it's really, I think it's a testament to the quality of play in the league that we've already seen a lot of impressive defensive plays, and I think we're going to see nothing but those to continue in this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Tanek's second at bat, spun a ball to second, kind of got this thing going. He shoots one to the left side. Corral is there, fires that in the strike zone for the second out. Nice recovery here by the Legends. Going to keep this thing, keep the damage limited, I guess, here with nobody outs to 2 outs in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, the Legends could put up runs of their own, and especially as we talked about, against a less than deep pitching staff, so they just got to try to get out of this inning and then go get some runs themselves. Good job by Decal there at shortstop to just be more like a goalie. Get your whole body in front of it, just take it right in the stomach.
Blocking drill. Beautiful play. Here's Hicks. Hicks takes down. Nice quality height there from Taravella.
Yeah, that's where he's got to live. You can't live in the upper half of the zone against good hitters like this. It's just going to be tough.
A lot of sliders so far from Taravella. He goes a knuckleball there. Definitely that thing was dancing on the way in.
Yeah, looked good. That was a good last 2 at-bats there, batters there from Taravella, but obviously the damage is done, and it's 5-0 Sandvipers here going to the bottom of the first.
Yeah, really interesting inning with spinning balls. You get to see kind of how that fickle of that wiffle ball can be. And Hicks, Wickfield getting wrong-footed to start the inning off, and it just snowballed on him.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you're obviously looking for weak contact from batters, but in baseball, those are maybe easy plays, but here at wiffle ball, because it can have so much spin with a ball off the end of the bat or a ball hit weird, those weak contact ones can turn into non-routine plays very quickly, and we saw that twice in that inning.
Yeah, wiffle points coming in here. Please get the bets in. Legends plus 2.5, not out of it yet, never out of it. Kyle, when you're got a couple runs behind you, always nice to have that plus runs. Makes that 5-0 lead seem a little smaller. But obviously the money pouring in on the Sandvipers here with the lead.
Yeah, I think we're closed up. So after they jumped up to such a big lead, I think we closed it up. But still, looks like we got about 126K on the Sandvipers and 79K on the Legends here. Yeah. So obviously a big lead early for the Sandvipers, but I think the Legends are going to get their own. And if they work Tom Gannon hard here and they try to get in the depths of this bullpen, see what they can do.
Here's Decal, got off to a great start this year, and these Legends hit lefties very well. They enjoy hitting lefties, so Gannon, let's see what he brings tonight. He's been a very interesting pitcher to watch this year. He has noticeably been mixing up his pitches. As far as the first time through the lineup, won't show too much.
Sure.
Second time comes in a different pitcher. Even third time through the lineup.
He's got the biggest arsenal of pitches in the league. It's known that that's the case. He's the guy in charge of the pitching tutorial video.
Right.
He's known as the guy who can basically throw every pitch you could think of in wiffle, and it's dangerous.
Went to 42 on that last one, and then misses away. Full count from decal. I mean, I speak about it every time I broadcast Legends games. This lineup is deep and talented. When they get going, they can be as good as any lineup in the league for sure.
100%.
And a huge early walk by decal there. Pressure on the Sandvipers bullpen early. That's just what you want to do.
Absolutely. It may not look like a lot, down 5-0. They got a big deal. They got one base runner. But look, after Gannon and after Tannick, we're going to say it all night that we don't really know what else they got as far as pitchers. So if they can get to these two guys, they got a chance.
Yeah, the rest of the league just hoping that the Vipers don't find another pitcher at this point.
100%.
And yeah, it seems to be their weakness. I mean, got rid of Trench coming off of a shutout, and hopefully we see him tonight feature for the Legends.
We have to.
Yeah,
Trench was very reliable as their number 3 guy. He was a guy who could go out there and eat up innings, be nasty, throw that vegan vaporizer pitch that I always call it.
And that's hit high to right.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Has taken that lob pitch there from Gannon, and it's a 2-run homer for the Legends, and that plus 2.5 looking a little better.
That's what happens when guys don't want to walk out. Tom had walked the first guy, fell behind 2-0, and was like, okay, let me just get this one over, and that's the wrong guy to get me one over to. He's playing softball for 30 years.
Yep.
He knows what he's doing with those lob pitches, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Stevenson just squares the ball up all the time and gets something up in the zone, and no speed on that pitch either. Deposited it in the right field. Here's Taravella. Taravella and I had a nice back and forth game in game 1 of our series. He poked 2 solo home runs. Really had a good time competing against him. He's a good player. And he spins that one. Gannon and Hicks, a little miscommunication, but Gannon makes the play.
Yeah, I remember being in the booth either very early last year or late in season 2, and Trench and I were talking about candidates for most improved, and Taravella was my guy. Last year, it ended up being Mateo Fernandez, and deservedly so. He nearly won the MVP. He was, I think, 3rd in MVP voting behind Briner and Tannick. But Casey Taravella is a triple threat, as we say. Can pitch, can hit, and he's an elite defender. So him and Derek Corral are the cornerstones of the Legends for the years to come.
I agree. And here's Nick Sansone, another cornerstone. Get his back going from the left side. That's shot down the line, just foul.
Yeah, Sansone's still coming off the hip surgery, so obviously not 100%. He's still recovering. I think he probably feels pretty good, but taking a lot of months off from playing competitive whiffs isn't quite there yet. But he will be.
Yeah, Kyle, but one of my progression candidates is Sansone because I think he leads the league in hard hit outs. I mean, he has lined out to everyone this season, and him and Anthony Michael probably lead the league in that category.
Yes.
Guys that I think their numbers are going to improve quickly.
Yeah, I've definitely noted that with Anthony. He's been, I've seen it, I've umpired multiple series of his and played against him, and seen him have a lot of hard hit outs.
And here's Osgood. He saw that first Gannon drop ball of the evening, taken for a ball. He's ahead in the count here, 2-1. Just looking to keep the pressure on. Misses inside, and what do you do here if you're Gannon?
I think you got to have a red light here if you're Osgood. As good a hitters as these guys are, you got to try to get into the depths of this bullpen. And there we go. And Tom Gannon walked out in the bottom of the first just like that. And Adam Tannick will probably have to come in immediately.
Wow, not in the script for the Vipers, and it's going to be Adam Tannick, who got touched up a little bit by your Lightning, finally got to Tannick.
Yeah, Tannick is definitely a contact pitcher. He has one of the lowest K rates in the league. He trusts his defense. The Sandvipers are known for their high-quality defense. They have a couple of gold glovers behind him. They had 3 with Trench, Hicks, and Gannon. Now they only have 2 with Hicks and Gannon. But Tannick trusts his defense in general. He's built his team around it, so he's a very pitch-to-contact hitter. This is maybe the wrong team to pitch to contact to. So
right, I agree.
They can put up and here we go. We have Trench Pacone facing Adam Tannick, former teammates, former friends, former
friends. Yeah, maybe former friends. Been a little animosity there.
Former business partners, former everything. Here we go.
good start to this game. And GK, don't go anywhere just yet.
What do you got predictions first pitch here? You want to call it like 80 plus? Or
do you think he's going to go right after him?
What do we think?
Yeah, hard not to have a little bit of...
What do you think? Something tricky?
I mean,
or he's going to go straight up?
Yeah, Adam's all business here.
Ephus.
Oh, no, he goes Ephus.
You knew he had to do something tricky.
Good
pitch
call,
one.
Kyle Lohman. They don't call him the best color commentator in the league for nothing, folks. Ooh. Oh, and then he goes Tink, 48.
You know, Adam has spent hours on this mound practicing that 45 to 50 mile an hour floater to grab the top of the zone, and he's just mastered it.
Extremely effective, and 50, man, a tough hand dealt to Bacone there.
Yeah, 2 tinks, top of the lineup. I mean, top of the strike zone, bottom corner of the strike zone there. Not exactly a lot Trench could do there. Those are pitches that, if the pitcher just happens to hit those 2 spots, they're just going to win. And
Trench getting a dose of what it's like to face the Sandvipers.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it for so many seasons, now facing their wrath. And nice job by Tanek getting out of that, but the deficit reduced 5-2 in an entertaining, high-scoring first inning here.
Yeah, just going to chip away at it, and Taravella's going to go out there, do his job, try to go get 3 outs, and then they'll go right back in the dugout and go get some more. So,
how we doing on TikTok tonight? Remember, check out that URL on your screen here. Get over to Twitch. Always want to encourage our TikTok viewers to get over to Twitch, but in the meantime, it's Leilani Acuna time, and the top of the second inning is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you are buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You can please connect with Leilani on Instagram. Give her a follow. Give her a shout out. It would be great for us. Love what Leilani does for the PLW. Back to the action here. Tom Gannon looking for some redemption. And right up the middle, off the foot of Taravella. That ball was live for an infielder to come grab.
It was.
A little too much petrol on it.
Went a little too deep into the outfield to have anybody really have a chance to go run that down and try to make a throw on it.
Sure, Gannon gets things started with a single coming in, hitting over 400 this season as well. Off to a nice start.
There's so many sports that they say are a game of inches. I mean, that ball hits off the back of his ankle, and it's a single, whereas it hits an inch or so lower, it hits him square in the foot, it rolls a foot, a couple of feet forward, Taravella hustles after it and throws him out. There's what a difference. We have a runner on first, nobody, and now or you got nobody on and one out. So.
Yeah, great point. I mean, or could easily go off his ankle out of play, too. I mean, There's so many outcomes there. And it happens to get into center field. And Gannon is aboard. Tavano looking to continue the damage. Quality height there by Taravella misses just low. Full count here. And it's a walk and base runners early again in the top of the second for the Vipers.
Yeah, not a recipe for success to have the first 2 guys on with nobody out every inning. So I would assume Taravella is going to try to avoid that going forward the rest of the night.
And a little bit of a conference here between Tanek and McDowell. McDowell, a 3-run homer in the first inning.
I think one thing that teams are starting to be very aware of is when there's first and second with nobody out, it's obvious that the third to second double play in PLW is the quote-unquote easiest double play to turn.
Right.
So teams are going to be very aware of trying to prevent hitting into those, of course.
Absolutely.
So, and here we go to Trench.
Right, third base. Probably what he told him not to do. Wickfield
and
over
just
the second,
like that.
corralled, and that's 2. That's what Tanek and McDowell were talking about.
And they're laughing over in the dugout, and that's exactly what Tanek went over. He said, please do not roll this ball over to third base and kill this rally. And boom, he hits it right to Trench. Ethan goes over and makes a nice play to cover the bag, and they turn 2.
Almost like a don't look down scenario, and he looked down. And Trench does a nice job getting it over to Wickfield for the pair. And now new life here for the Legends. This inning not looking so bad.
Yeah, just such a difference in the inning. You just had first and second, nobody out. You think, oh, here we go. We're going to put up another crooked number. Now, we only got 1 on and 2 out.
And here's Dean. Dean fouled straight back. And 1 strike away from getting in this dugout. But great point, Kyle. More teams are being aware of that. And that's a fly ball scenario for sure.
Absolutely.
As a hitter, you got to be thinking fly ball in that scenario. And it's a great scenario for a hitter in this ballpark, especially when the wind's blowing out. I mean, let's get something up in the jet stream and see what happens. 2-2 now to Dean. Dean misses inside. Taravella now with 1 walk here. He has to be careful.
Kitchen Rug giving me some love in the chat, calling me the Tony Romo of PLW.
Oh, I love that.
Love it.
Yeah. Kyle, very analytical. easy way for Wakefield, and that's going to be the inning. But absolutely, Kyle, great having you joining me. We haven't worked together yet, but we hang out a lot off the field, and definitely going to be fun picking your brain for 3 games here.
Yeah, we think very similarly when it comes to sports in general.
Yes.
We've talked a lot about it,
Yes.
and we think very similarly, and I think that's we're going to be a good combo up here when it comes to analyzing the game.
I love it. I didn't even realize that you were with me because it's Tanika with me usually.
Normally.
And then the Vipers are playing today, right? So, and then I was like, oh, nice.
As soon as I saw Legends, Sandvipers, Wednesday night, Jim Dodos in the booth, I was like, I got to take that other spot. I don't care who has it scheduled. I'm taking it.
I love it. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a great time with our viewers, up to 421 viewers already. Thank
Wonderful.
you for joining us. Please keep it up in the chat, and we'll get to all your messages the best we can, but we're going to provide you with top quality PLW action, first priority. Here's Derek Corral leading things off. 12-6, ground ball, second base. Tavano fields and deals.
Nice play by Tavano there. Look at this. We have J-Rock cheering 100 bits. From the field?
Yeah, after hitting
he might have hit a
two-run bomb.
He hit a 2-run bomb and then decided, I'm going to go cheer 100 bits to the stream.
He tipped himself.
What a guy.
He cheered himself.
What a guy.
I like that.
And here he is.
12-6 up the middle. Tanik, good range on the mound there.
Tough play for Meadows here.
And Meadows kind of looking a little funky, rolling over that ball, almost fell on it.
Tries a relay to Tanik. Good. It's really good instincts for these infielders to stay with the play.
Right.
You can't just because it's gone off somebody's hand doesn't mean you have to give up on the play. You have to swarm the ball. You have multiple fielders going toward it and stick with it. And you never know. The 5 seconds out there feels like a lot of time.
Sure.
You have time to make the play a lot of times.
Tanik throwing a lot of slow curveballs to start this game.
Thanks, Ghost. We tried.
And that's a 5-6 hole shot from Taravella. Legends got something going here with 1 out. Lightning
are trying to pitch well. It's tough. Tough teams out here. A lot of good lineups. Doing our best, managing our staff. Young staff still.
Yep.
We got Purdy from last year, but
a lot of teams
showing new guys.
Have similar problems with the Warbirds as well. Pitching's tough out here. And that's shot by Sansone, and it gets a little break that time, and that goes into the wall off the hands of Dean. A double that will score. Stevenson from second. Taravella to third, and Sansone catches a little Babbitt break there.
Yeah, we just talked about it. We just talked about it the inning before, where Sansone is one of the guys who's made some of the hardest outs in the league. When that ball left that bat, and Dean's over there, I thought, here we go again.
Exactly,
it's right to him. But he got a little luck there, went off of Michael Dean's hand.
Hit the ball hard, good things will happen.
Absolutely.
And 5-3 now, Legends. Nice little bit of heart coming back here from a 5-0 deficit. I think a lot of us were thinking, here we go, this is going to be a long series.
Yeah, umpire Matt Petrick is going down the line to take a look at the fence. The fence down there, right on the base, is a little funky. It's a kind of a plastic fence. It's not perfectly flat. So there are some scenarios where, and they are calling this a single.
Wow.
There are some scenarios where it's a little bit of actually a warning track.
Yes.
So there are some scenarios where it looks like it's actually hitting the wall, but it's kind of laying on the dirt that's right in front of that fence.
You almost have a zip-tied netting that keeps that ivy there that sticks out a little bit. That's not a part of the fence.
The fence is not the newest part of the field,
right.
And it's not the most perfectly manicured part of it as well. So it is tough for us to see from over here, and that's not the first time there's been a ball that's kind of laid right there and not got to the fence.
Looks like no complaints from either side here, and that loads the bases. 5-2 now will adjust the score. Umpire Matt Patrikas all over that down the right field line.
Yeah, a lot of integrity in this league in general, especially from these two teams. So Michael Dean's out there. He's got the best view. He's 5 or 7 feet away from it. And he said, look, it didn't hit the wall.
That's shot into the gap and left. Going to be stopped by Gannon, but that's going to score 2, as I don't think Hicks got a piece of that.
Nope, went right by him. That's going to score Stevenson, score Taravella, and the Legends are down 1.
And we're in for a very, very entertaining contest here. Favorite goes out 5-0.
First to 15?
The dog, yeah. It could be our first to 15 game. We had a few of those last spring. Ball seems to be flying well tonight.
Here we go, matchup number 2, Tanik Pacone. Pacone jumps on the first pitch, hits a hard ground ball to Hicks, flips it over to Meadows, to second to Devano for the double play to get out of the inning.
Wow, and it was bobbled. I wasn't sure if it was in time, but the ball was hit hard enough. And the second inning in a row, a third to second double play. It's probably the biggest advantage a defense has out here with the 55-mile-an-hour limit. That's a little bit of a neutralizer. It's kind of why we have that easy double play.
Yeah, and honestly, it's one advantage. There's not that many of them, but if you have a switch hitter in the lineup and they come up in one of those spots, because of how simple that third to second double play is if they can really avoid hitting the ball to the third baseman or the shortstop, a lefty or a switch hitter has an advantage in those first and second spots. Could be spots, in games where, Alex Garcia isn't here, but if he was on the bench, they could pinch hit for him there just to avoid that double play. They are such rally killers.
Yeah, they are.
And I've hit into a handful myself already this season, and it's just brutal. It's been brutal for the team.
Yeah, it's been a big factor in the start of this contest so far, and a good point on Alex Garcia. I forgot to mention he's should be showing up. A lot of time arrives in game 2. He arrives a little bit late. Big left-handed bat for the Legends still to come. Here's Adam Tanek, his third AB. He takes down Taravella with a walk. Tom Gannon already walked out of this game. So just kind of a crazy start to this one. Entertaining for us. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, never gets cheated on a swing, much like yourself. Never gets cheated on a swing. Adam's always swinging hard.
Slider ground ball. Wigfield knocks it down and fires out on the backstop. Tanek is retired for the first out. Noted, GK. We're on it. Bam. Here's Hicks with nobody on. Nice to get that leadoff batter as Taravella in front of that doesn't know much about it. Corral over but bounces it in another Legends error.
I mean, that's... we talked about it last inning where you game of inches. That's the one where they got a hard hit ball up the middle that bounced to them. They had a chance, but Corral maybe rushed it a little bit and threw it into the ground.
Absolutely.
And the Sandvipers still got a base runner out of that.
We saw just great defense the last time we saw the Legends against the Warbirds, and tonight making mistakes. And it's really why they're behind in this game. This Corral did rush that a little bit. Spun right to him. And Gannon, high fly to right.
Osgood under it.
Looked like it has the mustard. Osgood makes the play for the second out. Gannon got that night. He's going to be ready for the wind to come back with us with a swing trajectory like that. That's out of here a lot of nights.
Yeah, another thing with Alex Garcia not being here yet. He always plays. Typically plays second base or the outfield for them. And now Chris Coleman and Billy Osgood both have to be in the outfield. And overall, sure, they're decent, but I would rather have Garcia out there than the inexperienced Coleman for sure.
Well, Osgood gets 2 putouts there to retire the side. Our first scoreless half inning of the evening, and the Legends got a chance to throw another punch here and possibly take the lead. Great entertainment to start here. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves as our dog has shown up to play. And look at the Warbirds support in the chat. I love it. Got to give my Warbirds backers a little love as we're coming off a tough sweep, but I love to see the support in our chat here.
Yeah, one of the more loved teams all around the league.
Like the Cubs, like the old 90s Cubs, lovable losers.
Yeah. Never win, but we always root for them.
Yeah, it's a really fun group to be a part of. Back to this game here as Tanek's going to take
I don't think that never win is going to last for long. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah. No. We're going to announce a little trade the Warbirds made.
Should we say it? We already talked to the Warbirds. Should we say it right now?
We'll give it to the top of the fourth.
All
here.
right, let's do that.
We do have an announcement to make that does involve the Warbirds.
Yeah. If you're following us on our social accounts, you might already know.
Sure.
So if not, what are you doing?
Yep. Trade news in the PLW. We've been touting it. A lot in the booth as Corral swings it, misses at an inside pitch for the first out. The hot stove. Has been cranking early in this season, and another move going down today as Stevenson comes up in a 1-run ball game. Delihante's all over it. He's on the Twitters. That's the place to go. That's the sleeper place to be.
All the transactions we actually have made it a point to say that the transactions are not official unless they're tweeted out.
Yeah, that's
how we're tracking all the transactions.
That's how it goes in real sports too.
Yep.
Chopping a ground ball to third. Hicks comes and cuts off Meadows. And probably a good idea there. A strong throw into the backstop.
Yeah, you got to let Hicks take control there. As
get.
Both the shortstop, which is the leader of the infield, and the best overall fielder on the, or at least the best infielder on the team. Got to let him take every ground ball that's available to him.
Yeah, PLW, we haven't made it yet until we get like a Woj bomb on Twitter or like a Schefter personality.
Sure.
Oh, that's high fly to left field. Taravella.
Just kissed his bat and kissed that ball goodbye.
In the midst of our banter up here has tied this ball game. Casey Taravella third home run in 2 series is for him. First one tonight, 5-5, plus 2.5. Looking okay. Oh, and a little shot at the Vipers of celebration there.
Oh, said I don't need a
doesn't
selfie.
Need any selfies there.
Okay.
I like it. And game on here at the Hideaway. Really entertaining start in this one. Tanek 55 on the outer half of the dish. Sansone lets it go.
Sansone with a very open stance and stands slightly further away from the plate than most people do, but does a good job stepping into a pitch and going the opposite way if he needs to.
Good take there as Adam kind of mimicked that pitch, but 59 with the same shape, same windup. Comes at 59. And goes back football. And that's off Meadows, off Tavano, and the outfielder Dean touches it, and that's going to be a base hit.
And another fairly hard hit ball by Sansone. Couple of hops, but look, he's a strong man. He makes good contact, and that one found a hole. We talked about it in inning 1. It paid dividends in inning 2, and here we go. Yeah,
you never quite know when it's going to come, but you just see him hit the ball and how hard he hits it, and then right in front of our eyes, getting some bounces and things going his way.
Early prediction for player of the night, maybe? Maybe he doesn't get out more than once a couple of times tonight?
Not possible. Sansone can't go on runs like that. I'm up here with Tanek a lot, and he talks about Sansone being a batting title guy. He's that high on him. And now 3-1 to Osgood. Got ourselves a little situation here. Tanek can't afford to walk out. Oh, 39.
It's really incredible how he's just mastered hitting the top bar. It's not even the plate, it's the top bar every time.
The miss is there, and it's first and second.
And that's going to put some pressure on Tanek here. First and second, 2 outs, and that's his first walk.
And Trench a ton of at-bats off of Adam. I mean, a ton of at-bats off of Adam.
This might be the most batter versus pitcher at-bats there is in PLW.
That's
I mean,
true.
Maybe a little bit of Webb or Briner with the amount that they practice out here, but these guys lived here. I mean,
these guys played in the Guinness World Record book game.
Yeah, I mean that alone was
they literally tried
1,000 at-bats.
Right. Here we go, 1-1. Swing and a miss by Pacone. Gets a pitch a little away. And the smart by Tanek living out there. And on the flip side, Tanek's faced Pacone 100 times. Knows exactly where to pitch him. Really a lot of reading in between the lines stuff going on here.
There was a poll up about my web gem from last night. I don't know if it was quite a web gem as the ball kind of caught me. But
it's sack gem, he said. I don't know who said that, but is that Buck over there? Or head umpire or Buck Burner over there?
All right, look.
Swing and a miss by Pacone. That retires the side, but not before the Legends square this thing up at 5, and a very entertaining 3 innings to come in game 1 here. Is it time to announce the trade here?
Yeah, let's make this official. Let's make this official announcement. I'm going to let you take it because it involves your team.
Okay.
You've gained a new player.
Yes.
A player people know. He hasn't made an appearance so far this season because of an injury, but he's now a member of the Warbirds.
We've acquired Logan Christie from the Vaders, who's currently out with a shoulder injury. We have traded away our free agent chip. The Warbirds being a lot of transplants, not from Las Vegas. That free agent chip just not as useful to us as a player. I think we got really good value for our chip.
100%.
I don't think we're going to find a player like Logan Christie who played very well in the fall season.
3-way player.
Right, 3-way player, going to do some pitching for us, hitting and defending. So I'm very happy about that. And the Vaders, a free agent chip, who they have used that chip already. And I'm sure you'll be hearing about that player to be named down the road. But a transaction in the PLW that's going to shake things up a bit.
Yeah, I think when Logan comes back, you immediately, you as in the Warbirds, immediately have the best defense in the league.
Right.
With yourself,
I agree.
Matt, Sean, and now Logan out there. That's 4 out of the 6 of your fielders that are incredible. KJ plays a good third base.
Yep.
You know, your team is now the best defense in the league when Logan's back.
Yeah, no doubt. And as a high fly there, McDowell, it's going to be... and it's Coleman who misses it and goes right to Osgood. A lot of variance in that play.
Well,
works out for the Legends.
We talked about Garcia not being here, maybe a little bit of inexperience out in the outfield and a couple of errors possible.
Wow.
And one almost happened there.
And another leadoff out.
They made a good play.
And a tink from Taravella coming back. Nice pitch there at 55, getting ahead of Dean and getting Tanek up with nobody on base. Always a strategy for every team here when you turn that lineup over.
Yeah, Casey's really settled down here. He gave up 5 in the first before he got an out, and now he's got 11 outs without giving up another run, so that's pretty big.
An unfortunate 5. I mean, the Wickfield play won't go down as an error in the first, but definitely it can be, a play probably should have been made.
Sure, expected runs based on those hit balls are probably 2.7 or something, but, not 5.
I agree. Here we go. 2 outs with Tanek up. Tie ball game. Takes 56 into the zone. Eagle eye from Tanek.
Red Crush asking, why do I have a badge and I'm not subbed? Well, you must be subbed. You were likely the recipient of a gift sub.
Likely a Dragon Lady
We have some
victim.
generous gifters in the chat.
Taravella really biting down right now. Yes, we do have a very great community here as Dragon Lady. You see 939 gifted subs. Incredible.
Was once a Viper says that Coleman jersey could have read Harley. Ooh. Man, he's...
Oh, shot Harley on the move again.
Yeah.
There's a walk to Tanek. That'll be the second walk for Taravella. Really nice job by him settling his team down. He could have really let that get out of hand and buckles down and gives him a couple scoreless innings. And who does Brad Ogden go to here?
Looks like he's going to go to Jason Stevenson. Thought this could be a spot for Picone to come in against his former team. Really knows this team well. But Stevenson with the nasty screwball is a pretty good option as well.
As Stevenson warms up here, going to give a shout to our stream team tonight. Love our volunteer help that we have here, starting with yourself, filling in for Adam. Appreciate that. We have Matt Patricus as our umpire there at the first baseline. Buck Burner is going to be right to our right here. He's got the calls down the third base line and much more. Manager Chris Warfield up on the sky cam up there. Shout out to him. And then down below, Logan Christie and Sean Mercial. It's Warbirds Wednesday.
Yeah.
It is Warbirds Wednesday on the stream team.
Yeah, Jesse Cap's here as well. It is Warbirds Wednesday.
Jesse.
Yeah. So we got you, Sean, now Logan, Buck, Warfield, Matt. That's 6 Warbirds tonight. Good Lord.
And Hicks takes the first pitch from Stevenson. Easy force out there. 1 pitch and retired. And it's a scoreless inning again for the Legends, and now they have a shot to take the lead.
Yeah, looks like a good move by Brad there to go right to Stevenson. He got 1 pitch, 1 out. That's all they needed. Moving on here, bottom of the 4th.
Ogden not messing around. I mean, Stevenson is their next best guy. I mean, he's really nasty. No surprises there. As Big Bang, Logan, I expect him to be back. I'd say end of April is what he was saying.
He was saying, I think he can start pitching in April and then hitting a little after. One of them is a little more strenuous on his shoulder. I forget which one he was saying.
No rush at all from our side on that.
Yeah.
It's really not a season. It's a long-term play for the Warbirds there. And this season runs into June, so we have plenty of time.
Yeah, and you do need 20 games played in order to have him eligible for your playoff roster if and when you make it. So maybe tough, but...
Oh, nice play. Glenn Meadows there. Fires from his knees. Does that get there?
Wow, that does get there.
Wow.
To be honest, I was a little nervous that he was rushing it and didn't have to throw it from his knees, but he did make a nice, strong throw from his knees, which is not an easy thing to do.
Goodness, the ball was hit so hard. He had plenty of time.
Yeah, could have easily stood up and stepped into that throw.
Here's Jason Stevenson, top of the Legends order here. Nice first out there from Tanek. That was huge.
Yeah, Anthony Michael saying definitely don't rush him in pitching. Hitting should come first with that type of injury for sure.
Hitting should come first with the Warbirds how we're hitting too. Need a hitter. And that's outside. Goodness here. Tension really getting up. Bottom 4, tie ball game.
Logan himself saying late April to May, batting first, then pitching. Date keeps changing based on physical therapy. That's from the source.
High fly from Stevenson to center.
Just missed this one.
Don't think that's got the distance, but that ball's down, squirting around there into left. I don't think that hit the wall. Gannon couldn't get over to it in time as Dean makes an effort on it, but right off his hands.
Yeah, those balls that go really high in the air are not routine plays.
No, I agree.
mean, the fact that it's a wiffle ball, plastic ball with 8 holes in it, it's not like a baseball that's just going to come down as you expect it. It really could blow 10, 15, 20 feet from where you initially are camped under it. So those high fly balls are not easy plays.
Yeah, moving left to right, back a lot of times too. I mean, with how high that was hit, that was definitely caught some wind as well going back.
And the one flaw, maybe not one flaw, but one of the big flaws in this field is the lack of light in the outfield.
Sure.
We have some in right, we have some in left, but that center field, we haven't really been able to put good lighting in center field for a few different reasons, but it's tough to see out there at night in center field, so it's not really surprising that he didn't come up with that play.
Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right, and the lights aren't that high, so when the ball gets hit over the lights,
right,
it gets very dark up there.
And that was definitely over the lights.
Yes, it was. Here's Sansone here off to a good start tonight.
The bets are in runs. So if you have the Legends this game, you have the Legends plus 2.5 runs. So they could lose by up to 2 or win this game, and you will win your bet.
That's right. And that's off the end of the bat. Tanek lets it go through. Hicks, the easy force, retires at the side. That'll be it. A couple bagels there in the 4th, and we stay at 5.
Yeah, I was going to, before that inning started, I was going to say, I really think, what do you think about momentum in sports in general?
We talk about it a lot.
The Sandvipers got out to the 5-0 lead, and then the Legends come all the way back. You got to think, they got all the momentum. But, sometimes just putting up a 0 like that on the defensive side from the Sandvipers kills that momentum, and now maybe it's anybody's ball game at this point.
I think it's more something we throw it around a lot. I know as me as a broadcaster, I talk about it a lot, but I think it's more of something to get your team going, get positive outlook, things like that. Hey, we have the momentum now. But as far as momentum in sports, both teams can make a case for when the momentum changes at any time. Same with being clutch in sports. Are those really true genes of players?
I watched David Ortiz hit a lot of clutch home runs in his career. So.
Yes. Sometimes there's a lot of fortune to being clutch. You're just that guy that gets
just happened to be in the right spot.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's that's stuff that gets debated about a lot, but. I'm always preaching momentum because I just think it's a positive mindset.
Yeah, this team morale, just mental. Look, in any version of sports, it's mental game is a big part of it.
Absolutely.
So if you're not there 100% mentally, it can affect your play. And there's been plenty of times on both sides that I've experienced that for sure.
Agreed. Here's Gannon to get things started. High fly to right, just missed it his last at bat, and that takes it 59. Stevenson going a little hot there. Stevenson nursing a bad ankle, knee. Stevenson always got a knock or two. Looks zombie-ish. Sidekick. That's not good. It's kind of cool, though. Stevenson gets Gannon swinging for the first out here. Kind of down with zombies.
I'll check in with GK, make sure we get the right lighting up here.
That's right. Thought we did fix it. Here we go. Here's Tavano. Stevenson looking to shut the door on this thing here. Screwball. That's high to right. That's fading foul. It's going to be foul.
It had the distance, but it did not get there. We're just going to give a little quick shout out here since Mark Tavano's up.
Yeah.
We're going to give a happy 5th birthday to Cooper Quappenberg, diehard Sandvipers fan from Southern California. I think it's Mark's nephew. And just like that, he hits a double.
Dirty double.
Happy birthday,
on
Cooper.
Cue with the
I don't think so.
shout out to the Sandvipers fan. Tavano responds with a dirty double. Great timing there. And here's McDowell with the go-ahead run on second.
I was just
what do you got there, Kyle?
I think we're gonna tease this in between the innings when the Legends come to the plate, but we got a pretty cool shout out happening in between innings.
52 from Stevenson to McDowell for strike 2. Here we go, 0-2, big spot here. Runner at second, 1 out. Sorry, our graphic down there says none. We have 1 out here. Gannon striking out to lead off this inning. 1-2 here. What does Stevenson go with? Screwball, nasty one, just missing low. Good take by McDowell.
I think this is the right guy on the mound at this point for the Legends right here. They need a strikeout. They don't want to give up singles, and they have a strikeout pitcher up here.
Good job getting inside. McDowell, again, I'd try to go that slider in more, see if he can get some swings. Get him tied up a bit. And he takes the speed off at 48.
Great
Does the
pitch by
trick.
Stevenson.
What a pitch by Stevenson.
Typically relies on that hard diving screwball.
Yep.
But took 7 miles an hour off there, and I don't think McDowell was ready for it.
Slider to Dean, missing away. Good bite on that pitch at 56.
The concept of a dirty double is just that the infielder or the fielder gets a hand on it prior to it hitting the wall. The only difference between a dirty double and a regular double is if there was a runner on first. On a regular double, clean double as we say, they would score. But on a dirty double, they only go to third. It prevents an extra base.
Right. Affects how the chess pieces on the bases move, basically.
Yep.
And he has walked Michael Dean on 4 pitches. That is a huge mistake.
Yeah. You have a runner on second with 2 outs, and you have the number 6 hitter up, you have to go right after him with Tanek on deck.
With Tanek on deck. What a break there. And plus 2.5 bettors sweating here. Spread drama here at the Hideaway. Plus game drama. I mean, it is a tie ball game. Big spot here. Screwball misses again, and now you've let Tanek see that pitch twice.
Yeah, Tanek's up there looking to do some damage, but he's also a guy who trusts the rest of his lineup.
Gets jammed, though. And the force out at second,
Great
Stevenson wiggles his way out of it. And it's a tie ball game here heading to the bottom half of the fifth.
Yeah, really great job by Stevenson there to force a ground ball from Tanek. A non-hit, hard-hit ground ball from Tanek to Wakefield to get out of the inning.
Man.
Clutch.
That is crazy here. TikTok, get on over to Twitch for this last inning here. Bottom of 5. Look at that URL on your screen. Multiple camera angles. 2 quality broadcasters here. Wiffle points to bet on. Looking like the Legends plus 2.5 coming through for our backers. I'm backing them myself. Always a plus situation for me. System play, Kyle. Hammered every time.
We got a poll up there right now. Kind of a silly question. Should we auction a signed ball in Game 3? The answer is yes. We're going to be doing that regardless of the results of this poll.
I love it. I love it.
Just like we did last night.
Who's going to vote no for that?
Yeah, of course. We're giving away signed balls.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here we go. And that's right, Hot Rod. That's another good call. We don't mention that enough. Got to tout our chat. As that's flared backspin ball. Tanek,
That's
a little
a fair
too much
ball.
spin. That looked fair. That's a tough call for our umpire here. As Patrick is saying foul, Buck Burner saying foul.
This is a tough call indeed.
Let's see if Brad Ogden wants to have a look at this.
Yeah, it does look like he was in foul territory when he was making that sliding catch, or sliding attempt. It looked like it hit him when he was in foul territory.
Credit to our umpire crew all over that, and great camera work as well. Got a great look at that. Yeah, that is a foul ball. Here's Osgood 0-2. Yeah, Duke. I think that's going to happen very soon, especially with challenges becoming more of a thing in the league here. You'll see an umpire maybe make an announcement when there's a challenge, saying mic'd up umpires.
Sure.
Yeah,
just like
getting there.
Like the NFL, they push that little button and then they go live.
That's right. We're getting there. Those ideas have been kicked around. But we got a big spot here, bottom 5th, leadoff batter, 2-2 count. Legends trying to steal this one, down 5-0 after the first inning. They've clawed their way back. And that's shot into center, nobody home. That's down for a leadoff single for Osgood.
Yeah, the Sandvipers sticking with the traditional 3-man infield, two outfielders defense so far tonight. They haven't strayed away from that at all.
Yeah, they rely on
they had
Tom's
a big hole
range.
there.
Definitely, he covers a lot of ground out there.
Yeah, he definitely probably has the most range out of anybody in the outfield in the league. So I don't really blame them for doing that. But, against a team that hits the ball hard, there are holes out there.
Oh, my goodness. What a right-handed stag by Hicks. Tavano fires. That's going to dart left, though, and hit the left panel. Not going to be a double play.
What a one-handed stab here by Justin Hicks at shortstop to steal a single away from Trench.
Yeah, I mean, and he extended on it. It was his left hand that made that play. Yeah, able to get that deep and see it a long time. Really good hand-eye coordination here, extending the distance to see that ball.
That ball was destined for center field.
What a play.
And Adam Tanek's strong defense behind him.
Very good skill to be able to extend on the ball like that and catch that deep and see it a long time. Really good job by Hicks. Danger's still alive, though. Trench on first, their fielder's choice. And most dangerous hitter in Corral up to the plate with 1 out.
Can hit the ball to all fields.
Yes,
can
he
hit
can.
the ball over the fence very easily.
Yes, he can. 5-5. Really good contest here to start. Chopped.
Rolls one over.
Tanek's going to go to second.
Get the lead runner.
And not going to attempt the double play there. Good decision. Slow hit ball. Very difficult. And now J-Rock, who's got a 2-run homer in this game.
Let's see how Tanek approaches him here. Last time he did one of those floaters, and Stevenson punished him. I don't know if we're going to see too many more of those.
That's hit to left. Gannon can't get there. 2-run homer for Jason Stevenson. Plus 2.5. Backers are rejoicing, Kyle, and the Legends are rejoicing. More importantly, they have taken the lead 7-5.
I mean, I'm stunned. I just got finished saying I don't think that he's going to throw another one of those floaters. The first pitch, he throws him a 44-mile-an-hour hanging breaking ball, and Stevenson hits it right over the fence.
Laser home run. He hobbles his way around the bases, and the second home run of the game for Stevenson. What a performance.
Unbelievable. Player of the game so far.
Awesome stuff. Good to see a lot of these Legends coming to life here. And more danger abound with Taravella. He hit an absolute moonshot his last at bat. 7-5 Legends, 7 unanswered runs. A game of runs here, game of streaks. As Sandvipers come out for 5 in the first and then 7 unanswered by the Legends, spread out over 5 innings. And that's shot to left, foul, my goodness.
Sandvipers don't have too many 5-run leads blown in their history.
No, really great sequence to this game, Kyle. Just the way the runs have been scored, how they've come 5 from the favorite and then the underdog, showing a lot of character coming back here.
It's not easy to fight back from down 5. I know, yes, you can get them in a hurry, but to not think you're out of the game, even just giving up 5 without getting it out in the first, really good toughness by the Legends to stay in this game. And
I agree. And
it's 2s.
Man, this Legends lineup really showing themselves, probably for the first time this season, really coming out and showing themselves. And that's shot down the left field line, just foul.
Taravella looks like he's on Tanik here.
Yeah, Taravella's hitting the ball hard. Corral's hitting the ball hard. Sansone's getting it going. J-Rock's getting it going. And this becomes a dangerous side when that happens. And that's a floating ball. And Taravella not fooled. That is smoke to left.
Yeah, we talked about Tanik as a pitch-to-contact pitcher
Right.
and how the Legends might be the wrong team to do that to, and they're showing us exactly why that's the case.
Party time for the Legends right now. They've extended it to a 3-run advantage as the Dog winning outright here in Game 1. Great start to our 3-game series here. 13 runs in the first inning. I don't think that's going to stop all game. I think both of these teams are going to continue to hit, but I've been plenty wrong before. Here's Sansone. He's smacked out. My goodness.
Wow, what a laser beam that was. That ball wasn't more than 3 feet off the ground and almost made it entirely to the fence in the air.
Smoked off the pink box sign for a double. And the Sansone, oh my goodness.
Tanik is going to have to adjust his pitching strategy against this team. He cannot do this 43-mile-an-hour floaters in. He's just that causes weak contact from a lot of other teams.
Right.
It's just not going to happen against this Legends.
These Legends not fooled, keeping that front side firm. Not collapsing that front side and getting power behind these. And that's shot to center. Dean incoming, but can't get to it. Off his chest, that's a clean single. That'll score Sansone 9-5. Legends blowing this thing open. Wow.
Yeah, Tanik already started this inning and only really needs one more out to get out of it, but I don't even know if, he's the right guy to continue this inning.
Yeah.
He's gotten Trench a few times already, so maybe this is the guy he wants to face, but if he gives up a base hit here, you might as well go to Hicks.
Trench also hit the ball hard last time. Just Hicks made a brilliant play at shortstop.
Yep,
so.
Absolutely had a hit taken away from him.
Yeah. 0-2 here. Goodness gracious. And that's ground ball. Hicks on that easy force. No, he's going to go just home with it. And my goodness, a 9-run game from the Legends. 4 there in the bottom half of the 5th. And if you're the home team, you love taking the lead in the bottom of the 5th and closing down the 6th. Yes.
Absolutely.
Get the game over with a little quicker.
Yeah, now you know all you need is 3 outs.
Right.
Let's show some Legends love up here in the booth.
Yeah, let's get a camera to the broadcast.
Yeah, we got
camera here.
I was handed a pretty neat souvenir that we're going to deliver. We are rooting for the Legends maybe tonight because of our favorite.
Wow, look at this. Dragon Lady jersey. How did this come out, Kyle?
I'm not really sure. Manager Brad Ogden just came over and handed it to me. I think he's just, showing love for our favorite chatter, gifter, amazing member of our community, Dragon Lady. And just hooked her up with this beautiful Legends jersey.
I love it. Dragon Lady hasn't made an appearance tonight. Could be taking the night off.
No, she's in there.
Is she in there?
Yeah,
I haven't seen her tonight.
Well, she was a little while ago.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Oh, yeah.
She says, "Stop it." That's for you.
Yeah, Dragon Lady. We appreciate
Number
your support
one
here. Number 1 fan. Dinner's happening.
Can I join?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you can. And that's high fly to center. Hicks looks like he's got his night going. But oh my God! Billy Osgood, I think, has caught this ball right over the Ronnie Acuna sign. He shows the ball. He did catch it.
I'm not sure if
he
he's
might have
okay.
broke his back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's okay.
Oh, is he okay? What a catch from Billy Osgood. Shows the ball, and he's up on his feet.
Up.
Incredible play.
Unbelievable. A week after Josh Atkinson possibly made the greatest catch in PLW history, Billy Osgood might have just one-upped him. What a play that was.
That ball for sure out of here. Oh my God, what did I just see?
Oh my God, he was
Every
flying
week
towards
I come
the
out
wall.
Here, I see the craziest things.
What a play. The defense just gets better and better.
Oh man, I'm going to need an oxygen tank here, Kyle.
That is not a 23-year-old man flying towards that wall either.
What did I see out there? What a play. Billy Osgood, I did not know he had that in him, Kyle.
Nor did I.
Oh, my goodness.
I think he shut me up for talking about how the outfield might not be as strong without Garcia out there. All right, I'll be quiet.
Oh, boy. That's another great play here in the pre-LW. What, man, if you have not told your friends about this league, what you stumbled into here, get it going. As Tom Gannon gets inside that, shoots it, and another good play. Osgood, after breaking his back on the wall, is on the ground again, stopping a double.
The guy has no care for his body.
As these legends turn back the clock a little bit here tonight. Yeah, these guys known for their kind of giving some banter for being some of the older guys out here. Not looking like it, moving like adolescents here.
Yeah, they are statistically the oldest team in the league. And they were before the trade for Trench, who made their team slightly older. And they are not looking like it tonight.
First and second there, though, in the mix of our conversation. Tavano shoots one. And the Legends got something going here. And that's kind of jam job by McDowell. Osgood, been a busy player out there. Makes the second out. And it's up to Michael Dean. Michael Dean drew a walk from Stevenson last time. And that would be a pressure situation if that happened again.
Really a team effort so far in this game by the Legends.
What a performance.
Taravella on the mound, J-Rock on the mound and at the plate. Osgood saving runs out there. Some good plays in the infield all around.
Yep.
Really a team effort so far by the Legends, and they're one strike away from taking game one.
Their marquee win of the season for sure, and that's chopped right back to Stevenson, just how he'd like it. And that is game one, Kyle. In the books, Legends 9, Sandvipers 5. But a crazy sequence of events in that one there, just the way that came about.
Fantastic gutsy performance by the Legends, dropping down 5-0 and to come back and win this one.
Would you hear there, Tanik up to the booth?
Yeah, he's just all excited about game two, which will be right back in 30 seconds.
Welcome back to the Hideaway, everyone. Game two getting started right away, but let's see the line for game two, probably what everyone wants to see. Put it up. Let's see what we got. Hasn't been updated yet.
Yeah, I feel like Pick'em would be an overreaction. I do think Sandvipers -1.5 is the way to go.
Right.
The Legends show that they're tough, but the Sandvipers are definitely still the best team on paper, and they're definitely the fan favorite. So I think Sandvipers -1.5 makes a lot of sense.
Sandvipers
starting game two, though.
Tanik started, got rocked around pretty good.
Right.
Very interested to see the adjustments he's going to make. Shout out to our TikTok viewers. What a game you just saw. Get on over to Twitch. Get involved with what we're doing here. So many ways to get involved with. And somebody brought up a good point in the chat. I mean, our Twitch chat is the place to be, too. I mean, the TikTok chat, I'm sure, is great. But the Twitch chat is popping.
Of course.
That's what things are.
It's the most interactive.
Going off on. And, man, we saw a crazy game one. 5 runs by the Sandvipers, and then 9 unanswered. And most of those off Adam Tanik here, who starts game two.
Yeah, we were all over the Legends to start off the game,
Yes.
and they jump out to a 5-0 lead with no outs in the top of the first. And you know, our foot were in our mouth after that, and we were like, oh boy, here come the Sandvipers, just gonna blow them out also, just like they did last week, the Lightning a couple times. And nope, the Legends dug deep. Trusted their pitching with Casey Taravella. Knew that if all they have to do is get a couple of runners on and hit the ball out a couple times, and they'd be right back in it. And they sure did that. Put up a 9 spot.
Need to see a new line here. I don't know if a new poll is up or not, but I'm going to delay this game if I don't get a lineup.
Yeah, it looks like it's there. We just got to clear that out.
Yeah, and one new poll if we can get that shown on the booth here.
Yeah, it looks like Legends only +1.5 this game.
As Dragon Lady 10 subs, man, she is crouching in on 1,000 subs gifted. Incredible achievement there.
You know, it's funny that we have a Legends jersey for Dragon Lady because she is a legend at this point. I mean,
yes.
It's hard to.
Maybe that was part of the story behind it.
It's hard to say any other word to describe.
As it's going to be +1.5 for the Legends. Vipers -1.5. Here we go. Get your predictions in. Billy Osgood, the game two starter, as you see on your screen there. And the energy levels are going to keep ramping up here as we just, got treated to a fantastic game one. I'm very intrigued to see how this series is going to turn out. Sandvipers dropping to 9-4 with that loss. And probably a lot of teams in the league liking that result there.
Yeah, I do. The standings are they're not really that spread out, but they do kind of look a little spread out from top to bottom right now. but I really expect this league to be very tight from top to bottom throughout the season. And, it's not really surprising that the team at the top kind of got punched in the mouth here at Game 1. Every team has a chance to beat everybody on a nightly basis.
As Tanek fouls that into the backstop there, into the pan, and then fouls that one back as well. Billy Osgood going to feature a slider, going to throw a little bit of a drop ball, multiple kinds of sliders, has a harder one and a softer one. There's the softer one, more of the frisbee ball.
Yeah, he's known for that quote-unquote, the Osgood, as we say, that late-breaking slider.
Get the bets in. Here they come flying in, 80K, 90K, going over 100K very soon here.
Yeah, about even so far. Legend taking a tiny bit more of the money here early.
Yeah, a little bit more of an even spread in this one. Good line here.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Tanek gets jammed there, goes to short. That's off of Corral. He's going to stick with it and fire into the backstop for out number 1.
Another great textbook job by Corral there, making his chest wide, his body big, and just keeping it in front of him, just like a goalie. Just knock it down, take your time, pick it up, throw it to the backstop. Textbook.
Yeah, avenges his missed throw in the first game there, gets back on track. As let's pour these points in, get the handle going. Looking for more north of a 300K handle here. Let's go, viewers, get it rolling. If only we took a cut of that handle, Kyle.
Yep.
Oh, Hicks, beautiful piece of hitting there.
Yeah,
no
nice.
Chance for Taravella.
Yeah, hard hit, opposite field double. Finds the wall.
As Hicks just displaying why he's coming in, hitting .415 and 10 hits his last series, Kyle. That's difficult to achieve.
He's really incredible. He's nearly impossible to get out sometimes. The guy rarely strikes out. He just seems to hit the ball hard every time he's up to all sides of the field. We can play 6 defenders out here, but for that guy, I'm not sure it's enough.
I agree. And here's Gannon in the 3-hole. A little bit of a interesting game for Gannon in Game 1 there. Walked out early. We don't see that from Tom very often.
Yeah, it was more something that he was more prone to do last season. He had some control issues. That was basically his only flaw in his pitching, was that he was wild at times. And he's kind of done a much better job of finding the strike zone this season on top of his wide array of pitches.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's been a real threat to pretty much throw a complete game win every time he goes out there. But, good job by the Legends to force a couple of walks.
And part of being good, though, from especially being a lefty in this league, is being a little wild and getting swings and misses, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's going to spin fair. Tom scuffs that. Pacone easily handles, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, there's mostly right-handed batters. So, from as lefty pitchers, both of us are lefty pitchers.
Yep.
We see it all the time. Yeah, you gotta get punches, punch outs. If not, you're gonna have a lot of guys making hard contact against you.
Agreed. As Tavano fouls that back 2 away. And then points are pouring in now north of 220,000.
Yes.
Keep that rolling in. We're going to keep those open for you. Maybe not anymore. Tavano to Coleman. That's gone. Just over the container there. 2-run home run for Mark Tavano.
Yeah, Sandvipers jump out to a 2-0 lead here. Probably should close those predictions up, even though, as we saw last game, 2 runs in the first doesn't mean anything. We saw 5 in the first last game by the Sandvipers. That didn't matter in the end.
With Tanek pitching, I'm just very interested. And it's an actual selfie this time. You usually don't see that from the Vipers. They took an actual selfie.
Wow.
Something new for the home run celebration there.
Maybe a little too over the top.
It's getting played
They do hit a lot of home runs.
They've been doing that for 2
already.
years. Yeah, goodness gracious. You have enough selfies? As McDowell, big bending slider there from Osgood. As Coleman could not get up for that home run. Tough to rob balls on that container. Higher than it looks.
McDowell with the yellow bat with the yellow tape. I thought that was Trench's bat, but maybe he made a yellow one of his own. Maybe that was a Sandvipers. Maybe that was a Sandviper owned bat.
I'm waiting for the guy to get out here with just no tape, Kyle. Just who's got the bravery just to let's see what you can do with no tape. I might be the first guy to do it. Shouldn't I just come out no tape?
Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it,
I don't think it makes too much of a difference.
You're leading the league in everything. OPS.
Oh, and that was good. Nice bounce back there to limit the damage at 2. Tavano gets the Vipers out in front, and we have another really, really good start to this game. Let's see if it's going to be Adam Tanek. What adjustments do you expect to see from Tanek here?
Yeah, I think he's got to stay away from relying on that floating 45-mile-an-hour breaking ball. No, it's not Tanek. He's going to go to McDowell. McDowell's initially slated to be the Game 3 starter, but after getting knocked around in Game 1, Tanek makes likely a good decision and goes to McDowell here.
Whoa, a late switch here.
Yeah.
I thought Adam came and told us he was starting game 2.
And he's got more innings out of Gannon than I think he initially anticipated having. So
Yeah, good
Tom
point.
only used 2 in game 1.
That's something we didn't mention. This is very likely an opener here.
Yes.
Yes, very could be an opener.
They're going to hope McDowell gets 3-6 outs here, and especially with the lead, they're going to have a little bit more of a little bit more of a leash. If he gives up 1 or something like that, they'll be okay. So they're going to try to get him to get 3, 6, 9 outs, and then probably go to Gannon to finish this one.
Right, it's almost a situation of any inning that McDowell gives you here is gold.
Oh, absolutely.
With what Tom does have 8 innings left in this series. So
I think there's a lot of teams
if
in
he
that
can
scenario.
If he can extend this game into the 4th and then give Tom a full game 3 to get in there again as another opener, absolutely. So McDowell, a very key cog in this formula here for the Sandvipers.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams in the league in a similar scenario where look, it's really hard to have a team full of 3 capable starting pitchers to be able to go 6 innings. So you're going to have to get innings from other guys with the rules we have in place where you can only pitch 9 innings out of the 18 in a series. So,
well, welcome to the game, McDowell, as Derek Corral lines the first pitch for a double.
Yeah, missed up on the first pitch, just kind of floated over the plate here, and Corral didn't really miss it. It was high above the zone, which doesn't really sound like that bad of a situation, missing a strike, but...
Here's J-Rock now, gets a slider, 53 miles an hour.
Legends won game 1, 9-5. Sandvipers jumped out to a 5-0 lead, top of the first with nobody out, and the Legends came clawing back.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle, for that.
Yeah, no problem.
That's where I need my Premier WIFFLE account to come in there.
Yep.
Yeah, come in there and bail us out.
Yeah, I'm always got my eye on the chat up here. I know it's tough. We're trying to call a game like real broadcast team, but at the same time, we're on Twitch. We got to interact with the guys.
Here's a Casey Taravella. High ball 1 for McDowell. Interesting start here.
No Trench in game 1.
No, Trench not in the lineup here. I had a little bit of a tough game.
Trench was in the lineup game 1,
He's
and on the
not
field,
in
but no
lineup
pitching
because
game 1.
I see why. Alex Garcia, bat in hand over there, first base line. Big addition to this Legends lineup.
Absolutely. Yeah, Trench was mostly brought on for his defense, which was elite, Gold Glove winning last year, and his pitching, which basically led the league in ERA last year, toward the top for the majority of the season.
Taravella just looks like he's seeing beach balls out there right now, hitting everything hard. Even his foul balls are hard, his outs are hard. And here we go, 3-2 count. And gets it by him at 56, like a straight fastball there for McDowell.
Yeah, it was just a high fastball. Not really sure how Casey missed it, to be honest with you.
Right, yeah.
That looked like one that he was going to hit off the wall, and maybe just jammed him a tiny bit. But yeah.
Here's Sansone from the left side. Leadoff double. First pitch of this inning was ripped for a double by Corral. Legends can't capitalize so far. Oh, this is good. Sansone hangs off that high slider. That looked good to hit for a while.
Yeah, he's hit the ball hard a few times tonight. Expect him to do the same.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Sansone's power game to get going. He definitely has the power to get it out of here.
Yeah, he's got arguably the longest home run ever hit in PLW history. Deep over the right field fence.
72 from McDowell, a little too hot there. You can see in his windup, he was reaching back for that one. Here's the 2-2, 2 outs. Slider gets under it a bit. Tavano ranging into right, makes the 3rd out. Nice hold there from McDowell. Great stuff there by the Vipers. They have a chance to extend here. Legends can't capitalize off that leadoff double. And let's see how many McDowell can give him here.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what the Sandvipers decide to do in the bottom of the second. I think a lot will be dependent on kind of what happens here in the top of the second. If they go out and get 1, 2, 3 runs here, McDowell will absolutely be back out there trying to earn them some more outs. If they don't get any here and it's 2-0, that might be it for the opener. But he looked pretty good after giving up that leadoff double, so maybe they'll let him settle in and try to get more innings. He is definitely the guy they want to be their number 3 pitcher.
Yes.
I don't know if he is yet, but they want him to be, so they're going to have to give him some opportunities.
Yeah, you got to get live innings. You can practice all you want, but
Right.
getting out there with the cameras and everybody on you, it's a lonely place out there at times on the POW pitcher's mound.
Sure is.
Very difficult spot to be in. And here's Michael Dean getting another start as Jordan Keegan not available tonight for the Vipers. The next me, I was told.
The next you.
I saw he went 1 for 12.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, that's high praise. he certainly looked like he has some real skills. I mean, I think he's going to be a threat.
It takes time out here.
It does take time, though. You've been out here since what? Season 0? Before season 0, as
September of 2020, I believe.
Yep, sounds right. Just after I left.
And that's kind of a poke out to shortstop. Whitfield juggles it. And if he did drop that, that could have been some trouble.
Yeah, I might have got blinded a little by Osgood leaping there over the mound and probably spooked Ethan. Didn't really expect that. And then when he came down, the ball was there. Bobble made a good job hanging on to it.
And that returns the top of the lineup over to Adam Tanek, who is a little bit of a slow start today.
A little bit. Not
Fouling
quite.
balls off. When he's scuffing balls foul, that's when you know he's not quite dialed in yet.
Yeah, he hasn't. He got on in the first inning by hitting one off the end of the bat, and then he grounded out at least once by not hitting the ball square.
Like that. He's taking big swings on that. He's seeing the ball well, just missing contact.
Back-to-back weak foul balls.
Right.
Yep.
And I've been there. Yeah, you see everything good. I see it come in, and I take my swing, and I just miss it.
Yeah, promising sign for the Legends pitching staff right
yes,
now.
It is. And slider 57. Ooh, Osgood thought he had him.
Yeah, that was a beautiful location.
Yeah, Osgood will come with that backdoor slider. He can get the outside bar with that thing. One thing with Osgood, it does look a little hotter, too, when he throws that. There's a certain slider he throws that looks hot. And that 156, Tanek takes it again.
Really, I don't know if that's a really good eye by Tanek or a really fortunate eye by Tanek.
It looks hotter than it is. And that one takes a lot off of it. Trench, a wall over there at first base.
Yeah, it gets a little revenge there.
Yeah, he feels good about that one.
Yep.
Yeah, Trench, you know, he's had a really good attitude about the trade, but I think there's got to be a small part of Trench a little slighted by the trade. I mean,
of course, traded away from a team he came up in the league on, won a championship on, and yeah, I'm sure he wants to perform at the highest level that he's ever done for this Legends squad. Show Tanek, hey, what are you doing trading me away?
Vikings will get to that in between innings here. I'll get to that question for you. Here's Hicks. And he takes that. That's a nasty pitch from Osgood. A drop ball. Really tough pitch to handle.
Oh, I think that did get to the wall.
That's a dirty double. I mean, just the kind of hands that Hicks has, he's able to just stay inside that pitch and drive it to where it needs to go.
One rule we want to change.
Watching him hit.
I got to think about this.
Yeah. Let's handle that in innings.
One of the small rules got changed this season, which was good that I wanted to have done, but I don't know.
I like it. That is a good question. It is a very good question. A lot of rules that are little interesting rules we have out here. And here's Gannon here with a runner on second. It's just Osgood can't quite get that third out without getting a little bit of laborious.
I know the one rule in all of sports that I want changed.
That's another transition.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know this answer.
Is it the fumble out the back of the end zone in football?
It is. That's the answer.
And that's flared by Tom. Corral going over, makes the catch for the third out as Osgood able to strand Hicks on second. Yeah, that's a popular one. That fumble out of the end zone, that's a touchback for the other team or something.
If you don't recover it, how can you change possession?
Oh, boy. So what PLW rule do you want to see changed?
We had a small change this year that I liked. We before it was bases loaded with a force out. You could only hit the strike zone to force out a guy at home, and we changed it to the entire center of the backstop, which makes a lot of sense because if you think about baseball terms, bases loaded, they bring the infield in.
It's easy out.
It's easy out. The ground ball, the catcher has his hand stretched out. It's an easy force out. So we made that transition, which was a happy change for me. As for any other major rules that I don't like, I like the 3 different starter rule. I like 55 max. I like starting with a strike. I think it makes the game very playable.
Yeah, I think this is a good question for the chat to answer here. Yeah. I mean, what are our viewers? What rule?
There was some talk about maybe removing the concept of dirty singles and doubles because there's so many judgment calls about dirty doubles. Did he touch it? Did he not touch it? You have to take everybody's word for it. Oh, I got a finger on that. I don't know, tough one. We had some discussion about that in the off season about changing that rule, but I think we've done a really good job here of kind of cementing the rules how we want them.
I like it. A true pro PLW answer there, Kyle. Very nice.
Just not answering
Very political of you. Yes, very good. Very good.
Switzerland.
Nice spin. No, actually, our team's done it. And that's got to be worked out by Meadows there.
Yeah, we talked about it last game.
Got away with it last game.
Yes, he got away with it. He was down on his knees and threw it and got an out, and he tried to do the same thing again, rushed it, had so much time, and shorted that throw.
As OB brings up a 2-walk rule as the rule he doesn't like. And I know Peter Maccabee on the Warbirds echoes that sentiment.
Look, we are promoting pitching depth in this league. We don't want one guy to dominate the league. And look, you want to build a team, you got to have pitching depth.
Chalupi, you nailed mine. That's the one I want.
From 55 to 60?
Mm-hmm. Oh, spinning ball by Garcia. Hicks, and he misplays that. And they got a lot going on here.
Good job by the Sandvipers staying with that there because they had time to try to get the force out at second, but not quite enough time.
I guess I'll take my crack at this question now because a couple of them are getting brought up here. Defense, the 5-second rule I love. It's been a great thing implemented in the league. Sometimes rewards sloppy defense. I've heard people say that. I know other wiffle leagues fielding it clean and things like that. I know, but it's kind of what makes POW different as well.
I have a little bit of a rebuttal for that, and it's just the fact that we play on turf. We play on a hard turf.
Yeah.
A lot of those wiffle tournaments, whether they're fielding cleaning, are play on natural grass.
You're right.
And when the ball hits the grass, it slows down a lot. And the ball just sometimes picks up speed when it takes one hop off the turf here.
I agree.
To think every play needs to be made cleanly is just, you're expecting way too much. The amount of hits would just skyrocket, I think, if we took that away.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think the offense, if we did take away the 5 seconds, I think, you'd see a lot of 15-run games, I think the play would even get sloppier.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Here's J-Rock, high fly to left, but he's a little too out in front of that, as I think 60 is possible, could happen in the future. I think as the league, we want to keep balance, obviously, is what we want. So that's one that's Guide, Gannon underneath that.
Yeah, J-Rock took 2 high pitches there, and
I don't mind that.
Yanked one foul, and then he hit that one deep to Tom Gannon. Those are the pitches that these power hitting guys love because they know you give them a pitch up in the zone like that or above the zone, they can hit them out.
And Taravella on cue hits that one out. It's a 3-run homer, capitalizing on the defensive miscues by the Sandvipers, and my goodness, the Legends have taken the lead again. Casey Taravella on fire.
Yeah, the Legends just bounce right back in this game and now take the lead 3-2. We talked about it in inning 1. Maybe it was 3 outs enough for McDowell and go to Gannon. They tried to get 6 out of him. They didn't add any runs on the top of the second, and they got 5 outs, and that 6th out didn't come, and now the Legends have the lead.
And game on in game 2 again. The Legends here to play. This is the best performance we've seen from them all season. And Sansone drives that in the gap. That gets to the wall for a double. As pouring it on here, this Legends lineup flexing their muscles. Kind of, we've been talking about it all season, and some of the guys off the slow starts, I think our viewers are really seeing what the Legends can do offensively tonight.
Yeah, we talked about it early in the night. Sansone was so due because he hits the ball so hard, so many hard outs.
Right.
And it's really paying dividends tonight. His continued hard contact rate.
Yep, absolutely great point. As Osgood shoots that 5-6 hole, and McDowell getting touched up a little bit here, 4-2 as Sansone comes to score.
Yeah, that's just 3 straight balls smoked by these Legends. Taravella with the home run, Sansone with the hard hit double up the middle, and then Osgood rips a single on the left side. And look, we just talked about changing the 2-walk rule. We're promoting pitching depth, and here you see it. A team that lacks pitching depth at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, the Sandvipers can score a lot of runs.
That's why the 2-walk rule
But they need
exists.
somebody besides Gannon and Tannick to get outs, and right now McDowell is not the guy to get outs.
Yeah, really interesting. With Gannon obviously going to take up so much of the pitching responsibility, that can wear on you throughout a season. I mean, I've done that for 100 innings in a season. It's mentally draining as well.
When you have the entire weight
and
of
people
your
see
team.
you a lot. I mean, they start hitting you. I mean, that's what happens.
Sure.
Or you walk out.
I mean, there is statistics in baseball with the 3rd time through the order, where
sure.
for the majority of the pitchers, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th time through the order, batters have the advantage. And I mean, if you get to see Tom Gannon 6, 7, 8 times a night, like he can't fool you every time.
No doubt. No doubt. Oh, man. A floating pitch there. Garcia all over it. Fouls that back. He's going to want another one like that. Full count. Runner on first here.
Saucy saying, let's get a Legend sweep tonight. Boy, that would have been a nice price pregame Legend sweep, huh?
That would be a nice price.
Nice job by Garcia there, working a walk against McDowell.
That'd be very cool to do series prices like that. That'd be fun.
Manager Adam Tannick sticking with him here, though, letting him work through this. He knows he doesn't really want to go to Gannon here and eat up an inning or himself.
Sure. Well, the Vipers have, they've won 9 games to come to start the season, and I think
they're comfortable.
Tannick understands that to get to where the team needs to be, this is part of the equation here.
Yeah, he needs this
He's
guy
got to have some growing pains.
Yeah, he needs this guy to work through it here.
Yeah, I agree. Got Justin Hicks with some pitching experience, too. You see him tonight.
Do you think the Vipers are missing Trench now? Yes and no. I mean, they've added what they thought was an improvement, and we'll see in time if that pays off.
Corral,
but at the moment, they are hurting a little in pitching depth, for sure.
I think short term, yes, but long term, maybe not. I mean,
Right.
I think Tanek understood that when he made the trade.
Of course.
I think he knew his team was going to suffer on the mound a little bit.
Yep.
And they hit the ball enough to where they could put up 10 runs.
Yeah,
a game.
he thinks they can make up for it with both the offense and the majority of their defense, and
Sure.
he's probably right.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, they kind of did that to the Lightning last week. Really got out in front and put up a bunch of runs, and you guys were able to steal one off of them. But they can win games with raw power. Absolutely, they've done it many times.
Every team in the league has seen the raw power that the Sandvipers are capable of.
Right.
Whether it be Tanek or Gannon or Hicks that night, or now Tavano, McDowell, they are scary.
Did the Vipers take the most disliked team award away? The ones are the most disliked team. Is that a thing? I didn't know that.
I think there was a poll maybe
really?
a week or so ago, and they might have won it. I don't
Poor
really
Scott
know why.
Tez.
Yeah. I don't really know if anybody necessarily is more disliked or liked than other teams. I mean, sure, there might be a couple of, Trench. Everybody loves Trench.
Sure, everyone's got their own rivals out here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think everybody, exactly. Everybody has rivals. You like or dislike guys.
Tavano has hit his second one of the night.
See you later.
That's his third of the series. Tavano is on fire tonight.
Yeah, man, this guy can rake. I saw him as a little bit of a pro day, so to speak, before the draft. And the Lightning didn't really have a chance to get him because he was taken high in the first round. But I saw this guy hit, and I knew he was going to be a power-hitting pull hitter. And he's pretty good, this guy.
He's going to leave the phone in the pocket this time, just a fake selfie. But he has chopped the deficit in half here, 4-3 now. Nobody out. Really, really good series so far. Been competitive the entire time. Fouled back into the booth, back onto the field there.
Yeah, I was talking the other day with somebody, and we were trying to rethink what the draft would look like if it was redrafted today. It'd be interesting. Only 5 weeks in. Obviously, not all the rookies have had a chance, but, Towers going number 1 and Will Morris going number 2. Tavano falling to like 7 or 8.
Yeah, Tavano. I mean,
we stole Cody Runnels deep in round 3.
Yeah, you did. Wow.
So
steal there.
I mean, it would be interesting. I think, maybe Will Morris goes number 1 and Tavano might go 2.
And Tanek, a classic Tanek play there to, like GK touching on it in the chat there. I mean,
Tanek hit him. Yes and no. I saw him, and he didn't make it out to the tryouts. But to be fair, Tanek released video of him and showed him hitting the ball pretty hard. All the teams knew he was there. So.
Right. But if we talk dislike teams in the league, there is, Tanek sets it up pretty good for himself. Let's just say that.
He's the commish, but
yes.
he wants to win.
Yes. It's good things happen when you're the commissioner, absolutely.
GK saying, come on, you sent a grainy video. I think you get to blame Android versus iPhone on that graininess, but...
yeah. Those green text messages, that's grainy enough for me.
I think we cut a few guys last year just because they had Androids.
Oh, yeah, the green. If I see green in the group chat, it's no good. Here's Tanek with 2 away. Nice play by Wakefield here up the middle. That's off of Osgood right to Corral. Wow. And we've touched on it a couple times of what can happen when a ball hits the pitcher.
Yeah.
We've seen every outcome almost.
Something interesting there just happened. Tanek normally does a really good job of getting out of the way of the box, knows that people can throw at the batter if they stand there to get an out.
Right.
Tanek just casually walked across the plate, had no interest in even looking at where this throw. Look at, you can see it. He just doesn't even look. Has no idea Corral's throwing the ball at his head. Normally he gets out of the way nice and quick, but Tanek's just sauntering across, angry. Look, didn't even break stride.
Well,
just
probably
stared
sick
straight
to
towards
his stomach.
Exactly.
He's probably not even thinking about it.
Yeah, he's a little rattled. He's definitely not Tanek-esque performance so far tonight.
Interesting series brewing. I mean, the Legends right in this game. Up 4-3, bottom third here. Still early in game number 2. Kenny McDowell taking innings for the Vipers. This is exactly what the league kind of was questioning, and we're seeing it play out right here.
Yeah, I am Jake B asking a fun question that we can talk about too, which is something that
that's up the middle and through. We're seeing so many balls like that. It's funny we touch on a subject, and it keeps happening over and over.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 50-50 ball. That ball could have easily hit him off the leg and not been a hit, but it was hit very hard by Stevenson. So, deservedly so, is on first base. Yeah, I am Jake B asked, what would the league look like if we wiped all the teams, wiped all the managers, and redrafted? Basically, if you make a fantasy draft, who goes number one? And that's something that I've actually talked about doing for fun with somebody, maybe writing an article or making a video about it.
I think there are leagues that do that.
Night.
Tom was telling me about a league that actually does that. They reset the league like that.
It would be cool, and really not surprising move here by Tannick. We saw a bunch of hard hit balls to end the second inning off the arm of McDowell, and now 2 to start here in the bottom of the third, and he's got to make a move and go to Tom now. Maybe a few outs too late, but they're only down 1, and a ground ball here to Hicks at short could get them quick 2 outs.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of runs in this league lately in the last couple weeks as the temps have risen from the cold that we saw, and we're not seeing that wind blowing from left to right anymore. Very stale conditions out here, ball flying, playing pretty fair, and the Legends are really putting it to the Sandvipers staff so far.
Yeah, we're not exactly in warm temperatures yet, but we're out of the cold, it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely, and warmer temperatures on their way next week. Spring officially here in Las Vegas, as well as March Madness time.
Clocks changing on this weekend?
Clocks changing, yes. Might see me with some pair of glasses on the field now.
Mac Riley looking for a shout-out in the booth. You got it, bud. What's up, Mac? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Love it.
Subbing, wagering on the game, liking it.
495
Vipers
viewers.
Overrated poll up in the chat.
Let me see that. Drop that down for us down below. I like
Vipers
that.
Overrated? Defending champs?
And now back
Ground
to the
ball to
pitcher.
Tom.
Wow, Tom.
Didn't really know where he was going there.
But it doesn't matter. Whoa.
Wow, what a weapon he is at shortstop. Tannick made a move for him last season, former teammate of yours.
Yes.
And man, is he a weapon at short.
Oh, that was a bullet into the strike zone. What a play there. Nice play by Tom Gannon getting hands on that ball.
Yeah, I think he thought it was bases loaded there, and he was going to go right for the center of the backstop to get the force out at home, but...
Here's Osgood. Stevenson at third. Big spot. 4-3.
Yeah, what an arm on Hicks' right. It's really amazing because when you watch the guy throw, it doesn't even look like he's trying, and it's 65 straight down the middle.
The GK, I did see that. I said next week it's getting warmer.
Tomorrow will be 50 degrees at game
Tomorrow
time.
is going to be like a weird little blip in the
boy.
weather forecast. It gets warmer right after that.
Does PLW have a home run derby? Yeah, we have done that. We have done a home run derby during the All-Star festivities. I think we took a season off from it, or at least we took a season off from streaming it.
Right.
I think we'll get back on that.
Wow, look at Tom Gannon coming in, and that's going to shift this series a little bit here with Gannon having 8 innings, well, now 7 innings to go. And the Legends haven't really figured him out. They walked him out, but haven't seen the hard hits off Gannon. So very interesting dynamic here in Game 2, and that'll carry into Game 3.
Yeah, they did the damage that they wanted to do off McDowell, and they knew they were going to have to face Gannon at some point this game because at the moment it looks like Tannick is content to not be the one to try to get outs right now because of the way he got beat up in Game 1, and I don't really blame him.
I've been there too. I mean, you get hit and you lose confidence just like a hitter will.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
I mean, absolutely. You can lose confidence out there. You feel like they see your stuff before it comes out of your hand almost, and maybe another guy can get some outs.
And the weather does affect different pitchers' pitches differently. Sometimes the cold is a good thing for certain guys. Sometimes the wind is a good thing for certain guys.
Yep.
And look, maybe tonight, whatever pitches Adam was throwing weren't moving as much as he thought they were going to be.
Yeah, no doubt. Is fouled off there 0-2. A very good hitter, Justin Hicks, having a great night at the plate so far.
We do gold gloves as well.
Oh, here we go.
The man at the plate right now is 1-1.
Don't get me started on
The man
gold
to my
gloves.
left, 1-1. Why, you don't like gold gloves?
The announcers, we give a gold glove to everyone that's currently playing.
That's not true.
Oh, man.
There was 6 last year. 6 fielders,
No.
6 gold gloves.
We don't give one the actual gold gloves, but if you watch our broadcasts.
Oh, you're saying making great plays?
Oh, yeah. Oh, gold glover. Everyone,
sure.
everyone on the field is a gold glover.
Yeah, well, that's not the
trying
case.
to steer away from that.
No. Only Tom Gannon.
We have very good
Petricus.
shortstops in this league.
Very good
Only one of
shortstops.
them can win a gold glove.
That's right.
I want to remind everybody of that. Sorry, kind of went a little rant there.
Sure did.
Yeah, this is my true thoughts coming out. As we'll get back to
You know what really grinds Jim's gears?
Yeah, grinding my gears. There you go. And that's off of Trench. Hang on a minute. Ooh.
Yeah, a bit of a knuckleball there. Not a lot Trench could do. He kind of jumped at it awkwardly because he didn't really know where that ball was kind of going.
That got to him so quickly.
Yeah, that's a
Whitfield
base
maybe
hit.
a chance to get out and grab that. Coleman coming in to make that play. I'd like to see, why not let Whitfield just go grab it and maybe see how much time he's got. That thing was smoked to Trench, less than a second for sure.
Kiefer wants to take away sidestep pitching. I don't know about that. I like the sidestep pitching. Look, if you start on the rubber, You can step however you'd like.
I don't want to do anything to hurt pitching in this league. We need more pitching. However you want to do it.
We're not doing anything like banning shifts. You figure out where you want to have the guys defended and let the batters figure out where to hit it. Kiefer likes Purdy-style pitching. Just going up there and throwing. Not wasting any time.
And Tom Gannon chops at that. And another one, he's not been seeing the ball as well. These lefties need to get going for the Vipers here. Nobody out, runner at first.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to keep Tom Gannon down all night.
No, I agree. Great hitter. Coming in, hitting over 400 tonight.
One of the best eyes in the league. Doesn't swing at too many balls.
I like talking about hitting with Tom. Tom's a man of many stances. He's always making adjustments in the box. Standing taller, standing shorter. He's kind of hunched over. He's got a little weight transfer thing going there. If you really watch Tom close, he'll almost do something different almost every series up there. Yeah, kind of Cal Ripken-esque.
Yeah, overall big on lifting the ball, though. You can clearly see. He
is.
tries to get low and swing up and lift the ball out of the yard.
Agreed. And Osgood will walk there, and we got something brewing here in the top of the fourth.
And here we go. First and second, nobody out for a power-hitting Mark Tavano. Can do some damage here and get the Sandvipers back on top.
Yeah, Tavano really doing all the damage in this game for the Vipers, and this is the guy you don't want to let beat you, but that walk really neutralizes Osgood's effective pitch around him. Nasty drop ball from Osgood there, misses low.
Really interesting to see if manager Brad Ogden goes to somebody besides Osgood in this inning. If he lets him fight through this or if he tries to make a move. We'll see what happens in this at bat.
Nice pitch there, 54. Kind of locked up Tavano a little bit. Runner first and second, I think he was looking to hit there, up ahead in the count.
Got a poll up. Favorite team, it looks like.
Yes, round one. And then gets Tavano swinging. Huge pitch there from Osgood.
Yeah, that was the Osgood, as we say. A pitch that looks like it hits the brakes. It's really impressive how it just seems to slow down.
Absolutely. Big spot there. One pitch away now.
Favorite team you want to play for is the question. Sandvipers, Ones, Lightning, Vaders, Legends. The Ones and the Legends leading the poll right now.
I can't answer this poll because if I answer it, I'll start a hot stove trade talk throughout the league.
Well, I'm on the Lightning.
Too many players in the league watching this thing.
So who would I want to play for besides? I'll answer it honestly. Let me see. Well, if I play on the
Chopper.
Ones.
He goes to third. Trench hits the second. That's a double play to get out of the inning and
Huge
preserve
ground
that
ball.
one-run advantage. Big play there. Nice job by Billy Osgood getting out of that with nobody out.
Huge ground ball double play to get out of this inning unscathed.
Wow.
By Osgood. First and second, nobody out, and a strikeout to Tavano, and then a double play ball, and it's still 4-3 Legends
Second
heading to the
time
bottom
this
of the
series,
fourth.
McDowell's grounded into that double play, and both in big spots.
And we watched Tannick have a conversation with him early in game one. First and second, nobody out. We don't know. They weren't mic'd up, so we didn't know exactly what they said, but it's something along the lines of like, hey, kid, don't ground into a double play here. And now he's done it twice.
I'm with GK on this poll. I'm waiting for the next round two before I pick it. None of these teams say that.
Yeah, Sandvipers, Adam Tannick runs a tough ship. The Ones are really good. I don't know how much playing time I'd get on the Ones.
Right, the Ones are a pretty stacked squad.
I'll pick the Vaders. They're a fun,
Vaders
they're a fun group.
I've gotten to know them very well by umpiring Tuesday nights. Nice drop off from Tom, misses away.
I like the Legends too.
Legends would
bunch
be
of guys we could go play golf with.
On this list, the Legends would be my pick.
Yeah, a bunch of guys we can go play golf with.
Friends with... Oh, 52. Does that tink? No, it's foam. As the Legends, would be my pick out of this group here. Great group of guys, and I'm friends with pretty much all those guys. So
hard not to be.
And that's smoked by Alex Garcia.
Yeah,
right.
That was another slow, high, floating breaking ball, and
those haven't worked very well tonight.
It's just the wrong team to do it, to try it against. This team has played too much softball in their lives to try to get something like that by them. They know about staying back and waiting for a pitch like that and hitting it hard.
Here's Derek Corral, leadoff runner on for the Legends.
I think that's definitely the Legends, Jake.
And that's hit high to center. Way back, Corral. That's gone. 2-run home run to extend the advantage. 6-3 Legends.
Extreme power from Derek Corral to be able to hit that ball way out of here. Dead center.
And when Brad Ogden's got his full lineup with Garcia, it's 1 through 6 that's got power like that. All these guys can hit the ball like that. I mean, the Legends do possess a lineup that is absolutely dangerous out here.
Their only flaw so far in their PLW history has been the ability to get outs from the pitching staff.
And play defense. That's always been their bugaboo.
Yeah, pitching and defense, they kind of go hand in hand, obviously, because if you don't get strikeouts, you have to make plays in the field, but this team can put runs up with anybody, and we're seeing it tonight. I know I've watched a couple of broadcasts this year, and you guys have been hyping the Legends, saying, look, this team can put up runs, and they hadn't quite delivered. Right. And the chat was like, why do you guys keep hyping the Legends?
I agree.
Yeah, now you're seeing
the pressure. Yeah,
now you're seeing it. We talked about pregame, bet on regression in sports, right? Here you go.
That's right. And that's exactly a good way to look at sports. Try to find diamonds in the rough of guys that are playing above their current ability. And the Legends, I think, qualified in that category as that's high to center. Oh, my God. These guys are putting on a display tonight.
J-Rock with his third home run of the night. Jason Stevenson with a deep blast. Way gone in dead center field as well.
Forget the replay. Let's get a camera on him trotting. There it is. Yeah. He's got his J-Pimp limp.
J-Pimp limp. I love it. PLW Big Bird saying, here comes Adam. I don't think so, Bird. I don't know if you missed game one, but Adam was getting hit just as hard.
Man, Taravella tied up, and Taravella has done damage tonight. All these guys, when they get rolling like this the Legends have a championship lineup, in my opinion. I really believe that. I've always said that. It's the other parts of the game they can button up.
Well, maybe the addition of Trench Pacone is the thing that helps their pitching staff and their defense.
Has yet to debut for the Legends. No Pacone yet for the Legends. But Ogden's he's dug his heels in with sticking with his guys. So I think our chat is waiting for Trench Pacone to take the mound. I've seen that comment a few times.
Somebody's saying, so is it about to be -1.5 Legends game 3?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you can go that far. Maybe we will go pick them. I don't know.
What a performance by our underdogs so far.
Yeah, great. Have the Vipers ever been swept in a series? I don't think they have last year.
Well, the ones got them, I think. I don't know about last year. I think in the year of 2021.
I think you're probably right. Yeah. It's not very often, that's for sure. The curse of Trench.
As I saw Scott Tez in the chat, giving me, I love the ones guys over there. I'd play for the ones too.
Well, they're all
the bitches would be cheating if it'd be. They don't need me.
They don't need you.
The ones are already stacked.
I mean, they're season 2 champions.
Scott Tez would have a headache of managing that team.
Yeah.
Somebody would be unhappy.
Embarrassment of riches. What do you say? What do you call it? Yeah, I mean,
somebody would be unhappy if somebody wouldn't be playing.
AK for Dodos? Is that what you're saying? AK for Dodos, straight up?
That's why I didn't want to answer this poll.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Warfield's over there on the phone at third base making some trade calls. This just in, Jim Dodos unhappy with the Warbird situation. Wants to play for the ones.
Oh, not true. Birds are a tight group, man.
Dobbin says, I will make room for Dodos.
Here's Osgood here. 7-3 Legends.
Bird wait a minute, hold on. Bird in a Warbirds jersey?
I've tried to get Bird for years. This is a touchy subject. Bird knows I'm upset at him. I tried to trade for Bird for 2 years.
Oh, nice pitch by Tom there.
That was the finger ball. Him finger in the hole there.
Sorry
does
to hear
it again.
That,
two back-to-back finger balls from Tom.
Sorry to hear that, Nick, but glad you're here with us now. Hoping this PLW can brighten up your day.
That's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. That's what we're trying to provide entertainment to, a release from the everyday grind. We feel the same way a lot of times. I come here, work a full 9 to 5, and come out here and able to get a good community and do this. That's exactly what this thing's made for.
Beautiful night, beautiful field, nice competition here. 2 good teams. Team at top of the standings, team at the bottom of the standings, and the team at the bottom of the standings showing that they are just as dangerous as the team at the top.
This league kind of birthed in COVID, I'd say. Kind of birthed in that time where things were shut down in Vegas. You know, people looking for things to do.
Yeah, this league spawned out of another league that.
Yeah.
Look, I've said it before, and I'm gonna take a little credit. I brought a league here, and it kind of spawned into PLW. I'm gonna take a little Godfather credit for. I think I lit a fire under Tanik's, bottom
PLW
to get him.
Executive, PLW executive.
I'm gonna take a little credit. This league definitely, in COVID, we wanted to do something and stumbled upon a couple of YouTube channels, and let's go. Let's play some whiffs. And
you've drawn out a great crowd of good mixture of locals and transplants. It's been great. I've met a lot of people, including yourself, a lot of really good friendships birthed out of this league, and now we want to expand that to our viewers. And if you could take a little bit of the grind of life, that's looked fair to me. Oh, he went after that. That's going to be a tough call.
Wow. I mean, this looked like right on the line. Give us full screen on that replay down there.
Man, tough one there.
Ooh, that kind of looks foul. What's the call on the field? Is the call on the field foul?
Ooh, tough one there.
If the call on the field's foul, it's call stands.
As Ogden wants to challenge, looks like this thing was called fair.
If it's called fair, it's probably call stands regardless.
As
This is a tough
Ogden
one.
wants to look at a challenge here. We do have a pretty good look at it. What do you guys think in the chat here? You guys get a good replay.
Yeah. What do we think, guys?
What
Fair,
do you-
foul? Ooh.
Oh, I think it's foul. It's a tough one. They always look at the booth for the call. We're not umpires up here.
No, we are not umpires. Wow, they call it foul.
Is that our first overturned call?
It might be. That ball was
Yeah.
called fair, and now they've gone and looked at it and says it's foul. It did look foul, but honestly, really surprised that it wasn't called stands there.
Wow. I'm going to ask Buck Burner to our right here. Buck, was that the call on the field fair? Did you overturn a call there? I did. Wow, and that is confirmed. Buck Burner overturning that. And
Jamison Steed grounding one to Derek Corral after that controversial fair foul call. Getting a second life, but
was it inconclusive? That was tricky there. Ooh, good stuff. I'm sure Chad Phillips is going to be all over that. Buck Burner might be getting a 3 a.m. Facebook Messenger from Chad Phillips tonight.
good to see Jamison Steed getting an at-bat there.
Here's Tanik looking to get his night going. No better time than now. And that's jolted to center. Tracking to his left is Coleman, and Coleman not displaying too much out there as far as his defensive ability. Drops that.
No Garcia
and then
out there.
fires it away. And, Garcia, some guys on the bench. I know Sansone has been begging to get out there. His hip, I think, is about a month away.
Okay.
But I've heard Sansone can track some balls out.
I've heard some Sansone pre-injury stories that they say he was, the best there ever almost was.
Right. So I'm excited to have his hip get better, but Coleman's got to come up with that ball.
Yeah.
That thing was hanging up there, and that's now shot, and it's gone. A 2-run homer. Here we go. Wait a minute. Justin Hicks has delivered a 2-run shot here to chop the advantage in half. 4-run lead now goes to a 2-run lead.
That's it.
That error by Coleman, I'm going to call that an error.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely got under it. The ball was high enough for him to get under it and make that catch. And you can't give extra outs that turn into extra runs like this.
Solo home runs, no problem. But you start getting into the 3-run homers.
Yeah, and that run, it's the 5th inning. All of a sudden, if the Sandvipers get a couple more, there's going to be game is tied, and we're going to think back, man, if he had just caught that ball, they hold on here. But
the second round of this poll is up, and I got my team. There's my team. It beat 2 of these teams. The Snappers, I'm big fans of those guys.
Well, it's hard not to want to play with the 3-time reigning MVP, Taylor Briner.
Big fan of the Night Owls as well, as far as like friends in the league kind of thing. Yeah. As Gannon shoots that, that's caught by Ethan Whitfield. Right hand extending it and batting it down into his belly there. Cradles it in.
Incredible extension here by Ethan Wigfield to stick out that right paw and snag that and steal that hit away from Tom Gannon.
And a big out there. Every out's big, obviously, this late in the game. Huge defensive play. As Devon shoots that.
Oh, my goodness. Almost took his team out.
Yeah, as far as those teams, as far as the guys that like to sports bet and play poker and do the things I'm interested in, probably the Night Owls would be the team I'd like to join.
Yeah, a few of those guys.
Good dudes.
I played on a team with a couple of those guys as well.
And that spinning ball, Osgood, off his feet, fires for the second out.
That's our number 3.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
That second out was that wonderful play by Wigfield.
Yes. Excuse me there.
Check for Stickum. You're damn right.
Interesting game here.
ESPN top
7-5
10.
now, though. And if I'm the Legends, I'm trying to extend.
Yes, you cannot take the foot off the gas against a team like the Sandvipers. You just want more runs every single inning. No lead is safe.
Right.
Against most teams in this league.
Tryhard, love that.
Thank you, Tryhard.
Look at that, working his way up, 112 total gifted for him.
Wow.
As me and Riley have been battling for that 3 spot. And Tryhard and Noob going to get in the mix. Here's Garcia to lead off the 6th.
I think I make him a favorite to pass you.
Yeah, he's off to, he's trending in the right direction. Here we go, bottom 5. Garcia just gets under that, into the skybox tower up there.
Smoothest swing in the league, Alex Garcia?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think most underrated player. I've been begging Brad Ogden to trade this guy to us.
Looks like David Justice.
High fly to center. This is not quite deep enough. Michael Dean makes a nice play.
Yeah, nice job by Dean to get right under that and make it what looks like a fairly routine catch. But as we saw earlier in game 1, I believe, there was a tough fly ball that, you never know. They kind of get blown around up there. So good play by Michael Dean out there.
Yo, what up, dude? Highlighted message, Delga dude. Thanks for tuning in. Ground ball by Corral. Hicks, can of corn for him. Easily done. 2 quick outs for the Vipers. Gannon 1 away from getting his shutdown inning. And that's what Riley does when he feels a little threatened.
Yeah.
Every time I come up on that third spot, he just goes and hammers it out.
He's big on one-upsmanship.
He's 1-upping everybody here. That's a nice and well done there by Riley.
Bombers running away with this favorite team you want to play for, Paul. Yeah, the Fernandez clan is a fun team. They're a good bunch of dudes.
Now the final round, Legends Bombers. Oh, Legends. I'm biased in this pool. All my golf buddies.
Yeah, let's go play some golf.
As Stevenson goes down, nice job. And Gannon having a tough kind of outing so far, but really makes up for everything there, giving his team a chance to go win this ball game. A huge shutdown inning by chopping the deficit in half, and then comes and closes the door on the bottom half.
Yeah, absolutely. I expect Gannon to come up in this inning at some point with likely will be the tying run he'll be the tying run, and good job by him to shut them down and give this team a chance to go get 2. And the Sandvipers are just as good as any. They can go get 2 easier than any team in the league. It's a 2-run lead here is nothing. And Osgood needs to do his job and shut them down here.
And what do you think about leaving Osgood in here? Do you have any opinions on going to Taravella in this spot?
I mean, he's looked
Stevenson.
I do like going to Stevenson.
Right, I think a different look here.
Especially deeper in the lineup here. You got.
Yeah. This is an interesting
you got
call.
McDowell.
Leaving Osgood out there. He's been effective at times, but also been hit at times. This is a very crazy ending here.
Strikeout situation. You don't want any base runners here. I kind of do like going to Stevenson and just looking for Ks.
Right.
Osgood could be a little wild at times. So could Stevenson. He kind of loses that screwball sometimes, but
1 walk for Osgood. Do note that. He's behind here 2-1.
Manager Brad Ogden probably going with look, you got a short leash in this inning strategy. Like, you can go up there and try to get us 3 outs, but if, first guy comes up and hits the ball hard, or we might be going to somebody else here. And obviously, if you walk somebody, he's out of the game.
Nice hack there by McDowell. Fouls that straight back. Action pitch here. Slider, third base. Trench right in front of the pylon. That looked foul. Buck Burner all over it. Pacone threw that one away.
He just fired it right at Buck despite calling it foul. He wanted to call it fair. He was making that play.
2-2, no outs, top 6. Game 2 of this 3-game set, fouled back by McDowell. Nice job getting a piece of that pitch.
Yeah, McDowell might be on Osgood here. Let's see if Osgood can come with the finishing pitch.
Really good finish to this game 2. And that misses down, full count. Osgood, as I noted earlier, with 1 walk. Let's see what manager Brad Ogden, what's he's got turning through his head. And line drive in the left. Coleman makes up for a couple bad plays with a nice catch there.
Good to see him step up there and handle that hard hit line drive.
We have Petricus, Meadows in for.
And Tanik with the correct pronunciation of Matt Petricus' last name.
Yeah, man, I still call him Petricus. He's my teammate. I see him all the time. Here's a Glenn Meadows pinch hitting for Steed. 1 away. Huge first out there by Osgood. That was a massive out. There's now an opportunity here to get through Meadows, who I haven't seen much of.
No, he's been playing a good third base for the most part. A little green.
And he's coming through. That's up the right field.
And that's to the wall.
Line double just inside that pylon.
Fantastic job by Glenn Meadows, taking that inside pitch the opposite way down the first base line and gets a double. And now manager Adam Tanik is up as the tying run. And do you make a move now if you're manager Brad Ogden?
Got a feel for Ogden there. I thought Meadows was beat on that pitch, and he's able to fist it up the line.
He's sticking with Osgood to face Tanik.
And this is one of those things, it doesn't matter what Tanik's done tonight.
I think this might be one of those, I might walk you without intentionally walking you spots. That's 2 pitches in a row away. He's trying to get him a chase.
But the hitter on deck is no slouch. Justin Hicks has really been their offense.
Just don't let this guy beat you.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, look, Hicks is a stud too, but you just don't let this guy beat you.
3-1.
Yep.
And he is
intentional walk. Probably going to Stevenson here.
Now that also sets up the easy double play.
Correct.
No, so there is
another reason for it.
There is another. That is a good point.
Trench goes over to cover that third base bag. Wigfield at short.
It's going to be Jason Stevenson taking the mound, 7-5, runner at first and second.
Manager Brad Ogden going out to talk about the defensive alignment here, what we're doing.
Yeah, obviously want to be... I mean, Hicks has done most of his damage to center field and right field tonight, so maybe pitching him inside here with that double play could be something they talk about.
He takes the inside pitches the opposite field so well.
Yeah,
though.
he stays his hands
just
inside.
like Meadows just did. He'll take that inside jam pitch and just shoot it over the second baseman's head.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. A very talented hitter. Really tough situation for these legends. I just knew this sixth inning was going to be a tricky one. The three hardest outs are the three last ones.
Cuban Kin saying that shouldn't be a double. Double should land in the outfield. I don't really like that take. Don't you see a lot of hard hit balls right down the line in baseball all the time? That guys hustle for doubles. Yeah.
Opposite field up the line balls are always double. And there it is. Ground ball goes to third. Over to second, and they may have gotten it.
No, slow.
As Matt Petrikis makes the call.
Wow, that might have been the first time we've seen a double play attempted to go to try the third to second double play with a ground ball to second base.
A 4-5-6 double play. Weird one there.
Yeah, flip the second and chuck it down the middle.
Oh, they don't want to make the throw interesting there. Wow. Here's Gannon now.
Tom Gannon with the
go-ahead run at the plate.
Go-ahead run. I said he was going to be the tying run, but he's the go-ahead run here.
They definitely talked about going to third base in that huddle there.
Wow, absolutely.
And he went out of his way to go to third.
And then Brad Ogden said, look, we want the lead man here no matter what.
And now we're behind in the count, 3-1. Definitely don't want to load him up here.
For Tavano.
Oh, Tavano's been crushing the ball in this sixth inning.
He's had
full of drama.
2 grand slams robbed from him already this season.
And he does walk
I think it's ball 4. 4 pitches. And here we go. At bat of the night.
Boy.
Stevenson on the mound. Tavano at the plate.
This is getting really, really grainy here.
No doubles, manager Brad Ogden says, but he's only going with 2 outfielders. He says no doubles, but he's only going 2 outfielders.
And that's popped up. And Stevenson not going to have the range to grab that.
But does a great job getting ahead 0-2.
0-2 and really can be nasty here.
Driver's seat. Got so many options here.
A lot of spread drama in this as well. That 1.5's not safe.
Little bomb here. Covers it.
Screwball. And I'm Jake B. This is a spot where I probably would think about Trench because I don't think Tavano's got the at-bats that some of the other Vipers do out for Trench.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't.
Yeah. Interesting spot. 3-2 here now. And he's walking a run.
Wow.
And now what do we do?
And now you got McDowell here.
Is this where you
and
go?
J-Rock walks off the mound, and Taravella's coming in. Wow, still doesn't go to Trench.
Trench, you could see him walking towards the mound. Trench wants the ball. You can see it. He's walking towards the mound. Trench wants the ball. I think, they're going to go to Taravella, who they've seen already.
The defense definitely gets worse when Trench goes on the mound because he plays such a good third base. But you make a good point about the fact that both Tavano nor McDowell have seen Trench really outside of maybe a couple practices. They certainly haven't seen him in a game scenario.
Yeah, Trench.
And he offers something different that Stevenson, Osgood, and Taravella don't offer.
I think at this point, it's really only Hicks and Tannick on the Vipers that have really seen Trench a lot. I mean, there's so much turnover on the Vipers. So
yeah, and Tom.
I think that's on Tom. Excuse me. Yeah, you're a good call. Top 6, bases loaded, 2 outs. Legends clinging to a 1-run lead. 55, slider, big pitch from Taravella there, gets ahead.
Huge pitch to get a called strike at 55 on the first pitch of the at-bat.
I'm out of nails to bite. Here we go. Drop off, foul back, nice competitive swing there.
Yeah, Taravella kind of fell off the mound there a little awkwardly, but managed to throw a strike.
Almost got to throw something hot here, I think. Knuckleball he goes to. Man, the knuckleball is, to throw it in that spot, man, these pitchers are really confident in these knuckleballs. And it's a knuckleball, shortstop. Trench gets hands on it, goes to second, and that'll do it in game 2. The Legends hold on.
And the trade for Trench pays off right there, where he makes a nice defensive play ranging to his left to seal this one for the Legends, and the Legends take the first 2 in this series.
Wow, the underdog winning both of them outright. That's a wrap for game 2. Legends 7, Sandvipers 6, a final at the Hideaway. We are going to be back in 20 for game number 3.
What do we do with the line here in Game 3? Sandvipers -2.5, Game 1. Legends win outright. Sandvipers -1.5, Game 2. Legends win outright. Sandvipers pick them? I don't know. I think it's the Legends night. I think we got to go pick them here.
I love it. I love it.
And look who's getting the ball
Trench
to
Pacone
start
with
Game
warm-up
3.
pitches in hand.
Trench Pacone. Here we go.
And this is what we've been waiting for. Redemption time for Pacone. What a series we've had. 538 viewers on my monitor. TikTok. If you're not over at Twitch, you're crazy. Get on over to twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. Get involved in Game 3. Trench Pacone on the mound for the Legends against his former club. Gosh, it can't be built up any better than this.
Yeah, I think
Let's get to 600 viewers.
Yeah, I'm on the Legends no matter what here. This is what we've been waiting for. Trench Pacone facing his former team, the Sandvipers, the team that knows him better than any other team. Let's see who gets the advantage here.
Yeah, this is one of those things where like the networks, the marketing guys, everyone's pumped up for this one. Yeah, this is what you build up the hype for, and then the Legends go and take 2 games, and then Trench has got a chance for the sweep, and no one saw this result.
Finish them.
Yeah, this is great. Chai Hard Noob gifting subs. We're already off to a great start in Game 3. Oh my goodness, I haven't been pumped for a PLW game in a while.
Yeah, and this is Week 5, regular season.
Yeah,
Big deal, right? Nope.
Yeah.
Huge matchup here.
Yeah.
Legends taking the first 2 tonight against the #1 ranked Sandvipers. And here we go. Look at the points coming in. Will the Legends sweep? And the Legends are getting all the action. 7,000 to 17,000 right now.
Straight pick 'em. I like it. No spread here. The Legends have proven
guys,
more than worthy tonight.
The chat knows this is the Sandvipers, right? The defending champion Sandvipers. They know that, right?
Right, yeah. It's been interesting tonight with the Sandvipers as most of the damage has been done by Justin Hicks and Mark Tavano, not Tom Gannon and Adam Tanek. Is that going to change in Game 3? And the 2 guys that have seen Trench the most.
You would like to think that you can't keep those guys down all night, right? I mean, they're just too good of hitters to keep them down all night. Tanek can't go a whole night without like a double or a home run, right, Kenny?
And here we go right after it, just throwing it right into the mix here. Goodness. Adam Tanek, Trench Pacone getting it started. Here we go. A little bit of delay. Get those points in while we got a delay. Let's go fire those things in. Perfect game to wager on here. Can the Legends pull one of the more, and he goes back and he gives them back a taste of his own medicine.
And Trench goes with the Ephus pitch #1 and says, Tanek, try to hit this. We love it.
Tanek did the same thing to Trench on the flip side in Game 1.
Does he go vegan vaporizer out too?
Yeah,
I think so.
Goes inside. Good pitch by Trench. I like attacking Tanek there.
Yeah, goes a little harder with that breaking ball. I like it.
Ground ball, that's fair territory. Ethan Wigfield steps, and did that go?
No, that's ground.
Oh my good, no.
Man, Ethan Wigfield fires it into the ground.
You get Adam out again,
man.
and he shorts it. Man,
why?
I thought this was for sure.
That
Trench
can't
wins.
happen.
Boom, first at bat.
Man, really popped the balloon there.
Yep.
Man, Pacone, that was his moment there too.
All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
See if you can bear down now and go after Hicks.
Tough assignment here with Hicks. And that's his hat. It's in play. His teammates are on it. Oh, is he okay?
Oh my goodness! I think
I hit the legend sign on his hat.
That was reminiscent of last night, just a couple of feet higher. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that hit. Trench knew nothing about that ball. And that's right off the noggin.
Wow.
Good thing we play with wiffle balls.
Thank God he's wearing a hat.
That does advance Tanek to second, but an out there, an effective play from Pacone, showing more defensive prowess.
Look, I know we want to, we want to preach, use your full body to stop a ball, but my goodness.
He didn't. He knew absolutely
What are
zero.
Trench and I doing?
This is great. Here's Tom.
Bruce saying I got the flashbacks. I kind of did.
So.
My goodness.
Trench, yeah, his eyes were a little wide on that one. I don't think he knew what happened.
Nice to see the points rolling in. We got 263,000 total points, 142 on the Sandvipers, 122 on the Legends this game.
Let's get a 400,000 handle here. And that's off the foam, and it's an early walk from Trench.
Man.
Sets up that easy double play, but it's an early walk for Pacone, who's already kind of he tough luck with Tanek, and then all the luck there with Hicks. Kind of evens out there. Here's Tavano. Been extremely dangerous.
Mac Raleigh saying way to use your head out there. Look at that vegan vaporizer
There's
pitch
the
against.
vaporizer.
Yeah, I mean it worked out for them last game, but that was what we just saw. That first swing is maybe what they could have really used in that
Right,
sixth
yeah,
inning.
that's kind of what I was thinking. And he got a little bite there again. As Tavano takes it, but a little jumpy on it.
Yeah, how do you not play the legends here? Do you fade the hype or do you ride the hype, you know?
And that's 12-6 to center. Taravella's
All
parked
over
underneath
that.
it. And I might sneak in. I might get on Twitch here. I missed game 2, but
Ooh, just took a big bet on the Sandvipers.
Yeah,
184 to 126. Get those bets in.
I'm getting odds. Yeah, we know.
We know Dodos is going to be on the legends.
Oh, yeah. I'm not big on laying a price ever. And it's in. All right, here we go. Kenny McDowell, really quiet. Yeah, Trench stepping off the mound. Even us were quiet. I was getting my bets in. Couldn't talk. I had to focus there.
Yeah, interesting. It's just it's a cool vibe here right now at
is.
the Hideaway.
It is. I mean, it's a big game
Yeah.
as well. McDowell chops at that one. Gets ahead.
Man, Trench has got to be feeling it right now. Just, the adrenaline running through his body
What
for
Trench
sure.
is doing is giving our viewers more time to get wiffle points in.
Absolutely.
Which I would like a little more time between games for that to happen. And a frisbee ball, center field.
Taravella's
Taravella coming
got
in
that.
on that. He's got it. Trench gets out of it with a walk. Legends get a chance to punch first.
Yeah, probably the quickest first step in the outfield of anybody in the league, or certainly a guy who maybe covers the most ground, him and Tom Gannon.
Right.
Probably two of the best, center fielders in the league. And Taravella and Gannon makes that play look easy.
Nice play there. Good stuff to start. It's Adam Tannick with wiffle balls in hand. I didn't get a lot of information from the Sandvipers after game 2 as far as who's starting. So it's going to be Adam Tannick, and I guess it has to be Adam Tannick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could go Justin Hicks, but
Right.
yeah, it looks like Tannick and McDowell flip-flopped.
Yeah,
Tannick initially slotted to start game 2, but after getting roughed up game 1, he was like, okay, why don't we go to Kenny and see how it goes? And then he's like, well, I got to start game 3 here.
Tannick has an issue, though, with going to Hicks is, man, you lose a lot of short. And maybe
Yes.
that's what Ogden was thinking in the 6th inning. If he goes to Trench,
Right.
his defense gets hit,
Right,
and
you
he
have
makes
to-
that game-winning play.
You have to think both sides there, right?
Right.
Who you're putting on the mound and who you're losing in the field. And yes, maybe Tannick can maybe he goes to second and Tavano goes over to short or something like that, or even Tom could come in for short.
Right.
You got to move pieces around, but yeah, if he goes to Hicks, the defense gets worse for sure.
Here's Corral. And Tannick, and we talked about in game 2, we thought we were going to see Tannick, and we've got to keep with the adjustment talk going. And you see him dropping down first pitch there. Going to try something new.
He's going to
And
stay away
do it
from. He's
again.
going to stay away from that overhand floaters that he's kind of relied on, keeping guys off balance.
In
And
my years of facing Tannick, when he drops down low like that, tendency to go hot. A tendency to go hot.
He's definitely done a better job this season of going his sidearm delivery and having it not be 58 plus.
Can it not be a floater? Is
Right.
the thing.
Before it was like when he went sidearm or that 3/4 angle, it was definitely hot. But
Now,
yeah, these guys are on him.
Those are the ones that the Legends really took apart in game 1.
Corral thought he saw a
Corral
beach ball
missed
there.
that one. And he doesn't miss that one. That's high to right, and the Legends are on the board. Wow. Run just scraping the backside of the wall there. Dean makes a great effort moving to his left.
They got his number. The Legends got his number tonight. This is not the team that you can just float it in there on. They're too good of softball players. They're too good of pure hitters, keeping their weight back, waiting to drive the ball. And it's just shown that their makeup of hitting this is the wrong matchup for Tannick tonight.
Interesting here. Getting odds on the Legends here. I want to say dominated this series, but outside of that first inning in the first game 1, the Legends have, I think, been far the better side.
Yeah, they've been the best team tonight in general, for
And now
sure.
getting odds on them here in game 3 to sweep this thing with a pitcher that they took apart pretty badly in game 1. And they might take it apart again. I think Stevenson just missed that, but a miscommunication there between Dean and Gannon falls in between them. And Gannon, I've seen miss a couple balls tonight that I think he normally would get to.
Yeah, kind of in no man's land center field there. They both were kind of playing the gaps, so that was either
Right.
going to have to be Tom in an all-out sprint or Michael Dean in an all-out sprint, and they both kind of pulled up and it fell right in between.
Yeah, you'll see short and third have those issues, and definitely the two outfielders. You got to just let one guy go for it there.
Yep.
And Taravella misses that one. A good location there by Tannick that time in the outer half. But runner at second, still nobody out here, and I'm not sure how confident Tannick is on the mound. Gannon definitely going to... 57 drops down, goes hot.
Was once a Viper saying Gannon is off all around tonight. Yeah, Tommy is a little bit off, a little bit off from these guys. Tanik is a little off. Gannon's a little off.
Definitely don't knock Tom for
emotional series tonight. I mean, you don't want to say it played a factor, but look, their former brother on the other side of the diamond. Maybe that's playing a little bit of a factor mentally.
Yeah, this is a huge, surprising result tonight. Just the fact the Legends have taken 2. Oh, Taravella really trying to do damage with that pitch. These guys they're taking full quality swings. I mean, these aren't half swings. These guys are taking swings that they want to do damage on, and they're just missing them right now. But
they know Adam's going to continue to pummel the zone, and they want to swing.
But gets him there at 57. Nice job getting the first out there. Taravella goes down. He's been a tough out all night.
Yeah, good job by Tanik to add a few miles an hour to that one. And the scouting report on Taravella is that he is known to swing at a little bit of a faster pitch in general. So good job by Tanik.
Here's Sansone, though. The work not done yet for Tanik. We're only 1 away here. Single will score the second run of this game. Tanik goes down 53 inside.
I was gonna give you a hypothetical and see what Tanik was gonna do if he had given up a hit there and just given up 3 straight hits, a home run, a double, and then a single or something. Because he has to face 3 batters minimum. But
sure.
I was curious if he was just gonna pull himself right off the mound.
Oh, a good pitch there, sailing away from Sansone. I thought that was kind of more of a backdoor curveball, kind of broke away from Sansone. Good pitch. Didn't cut into him. And he tips that into the zone. Great end of our series here. Been thoroughly entertaining, really, since the first pitch of this series. From inning 1 till now, we've been treated to entertainment. Got a feeling we got some more coming.
Yeah, we started the night really looking forward to this series, and it has delivered.
Yeah, I mean, Sandvipers go 5-0. I mean, GK was about to leave. He was, I've seen enough already.
Yep, 5-0 in the first. He was like, okay, it's the Sandvipers night. Not so much.
But that, and there's that run-scoring single. Nick Sansone delivers, and Jason Stevenson comes around to score. He's had a nice series, nice bounce-back series for Jason Stevenson.
Yep, big night for him.
Getting his campaign going.
Contribute all around for Stevenson.
And here's Billy, only 1 away. 2-0 Legends.
Another hard hit ball by the Legends.
Yeah, that ball squared up there. And he got a lot of good swings at it. Just missed him.
Most teams in this league not looking forward to facing this guy, but tonight I think the Legends are like, sure, go ahead, Adam, just keep on throwing.
Yeah, these guys are confident hitters. They're not scared of anybody. Legends have a really good track record out here. Some of the people that have been playing out here a while,
experienced.
They know
for sure.
the damage that the Legends can do.
Second time Adams tried that. I guess what is a traditional curveball?
He's just choking it a little too much. He's getting a little too on top of that thing.
Bounced it.
And speaking of bouncing balls, Osgood goes to third. Meadows fires into the panel.
Nice job by Glenn there. Charging forward, making that play.
And now it's going to be Alex Garcia. Haven't seen him go yard tonight. Definitely capable.
With the trade energy, this might be the best series so far this season. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, it's been very.
There's definitely a vibe out here tonight, just being here. You're feeling it, especially with Trench took the mound in this top of the first in this game.
It's Underdog Wednesday. I mean, we saw the Night Owls on a Wednesday come out and really give the ones a hard time, and now the Legends giving the Sandvipers a hard time. Something's up with Wednesdays here in the PLW, where underdogs are coming through here.
Maybe Wednesdays at Hideaway is the new Friday nights at Fenway. Friday nights at Fenway used to be like 12-10 games, nothing but.
And that's grounded Tavano, nice hands. He hesitates but goes home. Not sure. There was
some miscommunication out there. Hicks went over to cover second, but Sansone was just standing on second, so there was no force out.
And Hicks might have a point here because he's looking at Stevenson, who is pretty close to first base there. It did look like he was on first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a little bit of maybe something to visit later of where we stand. Because I think Hicks was seeing Stevenson standing right there.
The dugout does run a little close to the bag of just what we have the field set up as. So, yes, you could be confused at times.
Also, responsibility of the player to know the situation.
Sure, but I mean, look, you got to take ownership of your own.
Agreed.
In those spots, and you just got to know that, like, look, there's a runner on second with 2 outs. If the ball's hit to me, I'm going home.
Right.
You got to know that.
Knowing what you're going to do.
Communication between the field.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this a couple times from the Vipers tonight. A few just little off, and then some newer players playing together. And
and the parity in this league is just that if a team does not play up to their abilities, then they're in for a rough night, and we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely nailed it spot on there. As Picone takes the mound for his second inning of work with one walk. Let's see if he continues to be aggressive. I say yes. What do you got to lose?
Yeah.
It's for me, if I'm Picone, it's walk out or dominate.
Yeah, top of the first tied game, but now you get a 2-0 lead. It's like, let's go. This is your time, Trench.
Let's all back our boy Trench, our colleague in the booth.
Absolutely.
Everyone's favorite. Let's get after it here. Here's Michael Dean getting a lot of at-bats in this series.
I think we're going to do a little bit of a poll/auction for who's going to do a signed ball tonight.
That's right.
And if I think we set up a certain person in the poll, it might run away with it. So we'll add him in there.
Good point. Maybe make him a finalist and then run a round one, and whoever wins that goes up against Trench. That could take too long. It is the second inning already in the last game. And good pitch there. There's the, what do you call it? The vegan?
I call it the vegan vaporizer.
Vegan
vaporizer. I've coined that. I mean, I just tried to make up another word that had a V for vegan.
And Michael Dean, patented single up the middle for him. That's where he likes to go.
Yeah, really good number 6 hitter, if that's where he is in the lineup.
Takes walks. Adam loves him.
Yeah, he's a great guy to turn the lineup over. And now look, he leads off the bottom of the second with a single up the middle, and now Adam's got the tying run at the plate.
Yep, absolutely. And now here we go, matchup number 2. Trench, and that's hit the right.
Nice job.
Tarabella's there. That ball moving, knuckling out there. Yeah. Tanek just can't seem to get it going tonight.
Yeah, visibly frustrated. You can see him walking slowly back to the dugout. Right. Just not his normal rah-rah, keeping his team up. Let's go get 2 guys, you know, like it normally is on the bench when they have a lead, but just not his night.
Yeah, the home run's not coming as easy for Tanek so far.
Man, you got to think Trench is really loving this night too. Now he's actually in the game and and getting the victories over Tanek and the Vipers. But
maybe his trade's not so bad now. We're coming and getting a couple wins off my old squad. It has to feel good. And there's that was pretty vaporized there.
Yeah, smile on Trench's face. He knew that one was a little too much of a slow floater.
Hicks might have vaporized that.
Yeah, if that one came back over the plate.
That's up the middle, just by Picone.
Yeah, good job by both Hicks and Dean to have 2 hard hit balls up the middle. A spot where, more often than not, if you hit it in this league, there are going to be base hits.
Yeah, always a good place to go, similar to baseball. Not too many defenders.
Pitcher's only 40 feet away from you, so you hit the ball hard. They're going to have a hard time stopping it.
Now here's Tom, kind of in a similar boat to Tanek offensively. Takes up there. First and third, 1 out. 2-0 Legends. Top of the second inning, game 3. Legends have taken the first 2 tonight. Picone with 1 walk here. He's got to be careful. This is a big spot early in this game 3. It is quiet here at the Hideaway. Ground ball, double play ball. Osgood takes it himself. Fires, and that's going to score a run.
No. Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, first and third.
I was thinking it was first and second. Yeah, first and third.
They do attempt the double play.
Big hit by Hicks, going up the middle and to the right side of the bag to get Dean over to third, where now on that double play attempt, that run does score. Where had that been to the left side of the bag, he's only on second, and he only moves him over to third. So nice job by Hicks going what is opposite field to move that runner over. Ends up netting a run here.
First run of this game for the Sandvipers in a series that's featured plenty of runs. Plenty of scoring here to be had at the Hideaway tonight. I expect that to continue. Devano. And that's tipped by the left hand of Osgood and right back to him. Look what I found.
Another fantastic defensive play by the Legends. Both sides tonight making amazing plays. Osgood has just made 2 really awesome plays in the field tonight.
I can't believe what he did in the outfield earlier. That was fantastic.
Wow.
That was fantastic. He's been a big cog tonight, and Osgood is another Legend that started off slow this season. I mean, and maybe these guys just need a little weather to go their way, a little bit of heat. Some of these old boys.
Yeah, they hit the ball in the air.
Yeah, they're waking up a little bit.
A little bit of more warm weather, and these balls in the air are going to fly out of the ballpark. And the Legends are going to hit some bombs this year.
Yeah, Legends looking great tonight, and did a good job by Trench getting it out with a lead still. Give his offense a chance to tack on. Tom Gannon taking the hill. Want to make sure to announce that. So Tanek puts in his inning of work as the opener, and now it's going to be Tom Gannon the rest of the way here, I presume.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, Adam pretty much knew he had to get through that first inning, and obviously, gave up a couple, which he obviously doesn't like, but got to go to Gannon because Adam has not been his normal self tonight.
Right, and Gannon gets 2 quick outs there. Nice job getting ground balls, featuring that sidearm drop ball he likes to throw.
I'm not positive, but I think Tom's only probably pitched 4 innings so far.
Right, 1 in game 1. I think he finished 4. He's got 4 or 5 left.
Yeah, 4 or 5 sounds right.
And Tom going to that drop ball a lot here. I got to learn how to throw that thing. That's pretty nasty.
Well, he did create a tutorial, so
yes, yeah,
take a
he
look.
literally taught everyone how to throw it. You're right.
He said, and he added a caveat. Look, if you can't throw any of these, there's no helping you.
And here we go, 2 strikes on Taravella here. Sandvipers looking to get back into the dugout. And that misses up and away. Two and 2. He gasses him up there, and you see Tom did put a little extra on that, but it was his finger ball.
It was, which normally does a really good job of taking, which it looks really hot and ends up being 53 or 54, but that one he had a little extra oomph.
Takes a little off that, but that hasn't been fooling the Legends too much today, and Taravella got a beat on that as well. He's trying to go to right field with power.
No, these guys do a really good job of waiting back on those slow breaking balls, and they'll go the opposite way all the time.
Foul back right to me.
Finally, we got one in the booth.
Easy play for Dodos.
Hold on.
Oh, and look at that.
Yeah.
J-Rock's over there hanging by first base.
I saw
confusing
Hicks
him.
pointing to that. And yeah, they want him away from first base over there. Taravella, high fly. Centered. And that's going to be McDowell underneath it. And nice job by Tom Gannon. 2-1, rolling into the third.
Yeah, good job taking a shutdown inning there by Tom. Legends got 2 in the bottom of the first, but
yeah, now Tom, it's business time now for Gannon to do what Tom's got a lot of pressure on him this season to be that guy for the Vipers, and if he's not, which a lot of the hitters have seen a lot of Tom now. I know he's got 100 pitches, but he gets hit at times.
yeah, agreed. And as we saw in game 1, he's a little wild at times too. And look, we've talked about it a few times tonight. The Sandvipers clearly, at the moment, lack pitching depth. And because of that, there's a lot of pressure on Tom. There's a lot of pressure on Tanek to get outs. And if they don't deliver, any team in this league can beat them. And we're seeing it tonight where the Legends are taking full advantage of Adam not trying to walk out and really, lobbing some in there. And the Legends
and these
have
guys
punished them.
can't walk out, putting them their backs really against the walls. Right. Some of these guys sometimes I walk out on purpose just because, not on purpose, but
you're bored, or
I'm not going to give a 3-run home.
Oh, sure, I see.
Yeah, no, just don't want to come into these guys sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there are times, and walking is very important in this league because of the 2-walk rule, and you get into the depths of the bullpen. But at the same time, you got to be smart, and sometimes guys there's spots where you can't risk giving up a multiple run hit here.
I'm either hitting the bar or I'm walking out of here. I'm not
Sure.
throwing something down the middle of the panel. Absolutely. As McDowell high fly, that's carrying to right center. Taravella's underneath it and makes a nice high-pointed catch there.
Yeah, really good job. That ball drifted a lot from left to right, our view.
Yeah, it did. That started at the pink box and really ended up at the 102 sign, maybe further left than that.
Yeah, that's a solid 20 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice play by Taravella, tracking that down. I thought that was gone off the bat. 1 away. Trench trying to get through 3.
Yeah, he's got the bottom of the order here.
And gets Dean waving at one.
Yeah, Michael Dean knows it.
Yeah, uncharacteristic from him. He's got a pretty good eye at the plate.
Yeah, he saw that one big. It was floating up there. And
A player whose main job is to turn the lineup over to Tanek any way he can. Comes inside. Trent showing a little bit of mixing up his pitches. He hasn't thrown the vegan vaporizer too much tonight. Understanding that the Vipers have seen it.
He's got the ability to throw pretty hard, too.
Takes a
You
little
can get it
off
up there in the
that
mid to
one.
high 60s.
Yeah, sure. Vegan vaporizer reminds me of Major League 2, the Terminator, the Eliminator.
I was just going with the alliteration there.
What if I face Trench and ask him if I hit it, I get to name it? Like Jack Parkman does.
That's right. If you can hit it, you can name it.
As Dean fouls that back. 2-2 count.
Old Trenchy. Evan Shields in the chat tonight. Contributor.
Yeah, Evan, official contributor of the PLW.
Yeah, loved his article.
I did too.
I wrote a few articles myself last year, and I'm glad to see that other people are motivated to write some as well. It's it's nice.
55 into the zone. Dean caught looking there. Trench Pacone, 1 out away from getting through 3.
And here we go, matchup number 3 of Trench and Tannic.
Trench has won both the matchups so far. Adam reached on air in the first and then lined out to right to Taravella. Similar defense employed here. 2 away here. And that's ground ball first base. Wigfield stops. Tannic walking away, doesn't even want to look at it.
Wow, and 3 for 3 wins by Trench against Tannic.
Wow, what a performance from Trench Pacone.
I think it's the time right now. Let's put up that poll. There it is. Auction, Trench sign ball. Let's drop it down. We're going to have the highest, the most bits and or points additionally voted on. You can use extra votes and vote with points or bits. And whoever has the most points or bits voted on in this poll right now, it's going to be up for 10 minutes.
Got it.
Is going to win a signed Trench ball, signed tonight, in the mail tomorrow. I promise that.
You know how I feel about bits, Kyle. I'm big a bits fan.
You are a big bits guy.
Love seeing the bits get out there. Bitty bits. Love seeing guys show the appreciation. Let's see who wants that Trench ball.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which side you vote in this poll. At the very end, we will see who voted for the most. It says it. It pops up a little thing. So-and-so, Trench Pacone, donated, voted 10,000 points or whatever. We will see who has the most, and we'll have a signed Trench ball in the mail for you tomorrow.
Sansone goes down there for the first out. Gannon keeping his team in this game so far. Is that how Warfield won face of the PLW poll? By just buying it?
Yes,
okay,
100%.
Nice job.
I put up another. I put up one the other night during your game. Who was the best looking guy in the series? And Buck Burner won it. And then I saw that Buck Burner also used the most amount of points to vote in the poll. So little.
Well, maybe he thinks he's really good looking. He just flatters himself. That's all. A touch of vanity from Buck. Nothing wrong with that.
Dragon Lady says, Dodo, it's one time you challenged me on bits, and well, we know how that ended for you.
Come on. I'm a 25,000 bit donor in this league.
Oh, there's J-Lo for life in the chat.
Come on. Ooh, Osgood.
Finger ball, man.
Yeah, I don't even out in front of that.
I don't know. I got to look at the pitching tutorial as to what he calls it. I don't know if finger ball is the correct term. It's more like
I always feel a little dirty when I say it.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Need another name for it.
Yeah, it's what the public is calling it, but I don't know what the official name for it is.
Yeah, we'll get something else for it. Here's Garcia, 2 away. Tom looking to get to that top bar.
That is one of his nastiest pitch. It's that high drop.
It's nasty.
When it's in the zone, it's unhittable.
Yeah, Tom, when that's kind of he's mixing it up this year because he knows that if he goes sidearm, that drop's coming. But he's mixed that up this year.
A lot of votes coming in. Somebody wants a sign Trench ball. Yeah, Delahante's nailing it for sure.
I like it.
Crossbones might be on it too.
That's line into Stevenson, and that's going to be another ailment for J-Rock.
Yeah, that's why we want guys away from the first base line, because one, it distracts people, and 2,
J-Rock's already a human mummy over there. He's picked up another bandage, it looks like. Full count now to Garcia. Getting a walk on Tom, imperative.
Get those votes in. Use your bits. Use your points. Sign Trench ball in the mail tomorrow.
And a fist pump there from Gannon, showing a little grit here. 2-1. The offense slowing down in game 3. Both teams needing this one.
Yeah, big exhale from Gannon there. He's pumped up. He knows this is a one-run game. They've dropped the first 2 in this series. They do not want to get swept here.
Yeah, a shocking result if the Vipers get swept. I mean, that's really going to throw this league into a spiral if the Sandvipers get swept here.
That's going to tighten everything up for sure.
Yeah, that's really going to bring everybody back to kind of square one. As probably the biggest fans of this result tonight are the Vaders and the Ones.
Of course.
I mean, absolutely getting a hand here from these legends who lost 2 of 3 to the Warbirds only a week ago. So this is a big upset. I mean, Warbirds standing at 6-9 right now. We were able to get a couple off the legends. So
yeah, big series tomorrow night. Ones Snappers. If similar scenario tomorrow night where the Ones are towards the top.
Yep.
And the Snappers surprisingly towards the bottom we have an injured Taylor Briner. But if the Snappers get a couple tomorrow, really tightens up the standings.
Looking forward to that one tomorrow. More PLW action to come.
Any given PLW night, team can win.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
A lot of parity top to bottom in this league. I know sometimes the standings and the stats may look like there's a big separation between teams. It's just not the case.
Right, and Slay. You can look at the standings at PremierLeagueWiffle.com. I encourage all of our viewers to go there. Really get involved in the standings, stats, schedule, when does your favorite team play, all that good stuff.
Crossbones asks, who has the best ball to strike ratio in the league? That's a tough stat, but you could probably look at like strikeouts to walk ratio.
Like as far as pitcher's ball to strike?
Yeah, maybe strikeouts to walk ratio is a better way to look at it. And I know Brandon Mayo is way up on that list. James Stein's always way up on that list. Taylor, way up on that list. So those are the main three guys.
And let's give it up for Trench Pacone. 3 innings of 1-run ball. He's going to walk out in the 4th. A really good performance. If he can give that really to any team, I mean, yeah, this is going to be a great trade by the Legends.
Yeah, gets 3 innings in line for the win. Jason Stevenson comes in. He's having a great night. 3 home runs offensively. Got some big outs for them on the mound. Let's see if he continues here in Game 3. In a big spot. 1-run game. Runner on first. Nobody out for Tom Gannon.
Yeah, Tom looking for that marquee hit tonight. I think him and Tanek are both looking for that kind of game-changing hit that just hasn't come.
It has to come, right? I mean, if you're a betting man, we say bet on regression, one of these guys has to come through in this game.
It happens, man. You just can't expect these guys to come through every single series. It's just impossible. It's tough. And that might be the hit we're talking about, but no. Ooh. And I don't think the ball is carrying as well as it was earlier.
I think both of us thought that was gone off the bat, and I think Tom did as well. I think there was probably about 10 or 12 or 15 of us that all thought that was gone off the bat.
As the temperatures dropped, that ball really sunk there. As I had a ball off the Bombers the other night. I thought I won the game in Game 3, and it didn't get out either. So I kind of feel Tom's pain there. He squared that one up.
Yeah, it's definitely dropped, maybe 10, 12 degrees in the last hour or so.
And double play ball here, and that's through the legs of Winfield and this Legends defense, but there's still time.
Really good instincts by Trench there to hustle out in center field and try to get the force out at second, because that's a short throw and that could have been made, but just a little bit of a wild throw. But Ethan has got to get down on that ball.
Oh, man, you can't get beat in the 5-hole in this league with the ability just to block it. I mean, just got to get down quick enough there. That's a big mistake.
Happened to me last night and felt terrible. It's just a bad mistake. It's unacceptable from anybody. It really is. I mean, if the ball's hit really hard and it goes through, so be it. But that was a 2 or 3 hopper. It's just unacceptable from all of us.
Trench still showing that urgency there. That's gonna eventually spread on this Legends team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really good to have a guy like that can understand what's going on. Duke, I see your question. No, I don't believe in curses. No. Short answer, no.
Well, big 1-out walk there by McDowell. It's going to bring up number 6 hitter, Michael Dean. Bases loaded, 1 out here. The Legends obviously looking for a double play ball to get out of this inning.
And there it is.
And they might have it. They have to try to turn it here with Tanek on deck. Can Ethan Wakefield do it?
Done it.
And he does it.
For his air.
Huge throw by Wakefield to prevent Tanek coming up with 2 outs and bases loaded. Amazing job by Ethan Wakefield to step up there.
Wow, and could have Stevenson went for the 3rd to 2nd double play there.
Could have, but the instincts have come back and go right behind you to second base.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting decision to go to second, but Wakefield, good to see him make up for a bad error with a huge double play there, keep it a 2-1 ball game.
Definitely a spot he could have also gone to home to try to get the force out at home, but really smart play with Tanek on deck to try to turn the double play. You have to try to turn the double play and get out of this inning, and they did just that.
What a series we've been treated to tonight. Legends really, really coming out in this series. This is the best they've played. Man, this is the best they've probably played for into the fall.
Yep, they're up. They showed up for this series tonight for sure.
Absolutely. These guys are playing very well. Here's Corral. Let's see if Gannon can keep holding him down here. It's a lot to ask of Gannon to keep holding him down. And nice to see a 2-1 ball game here into the 4th.
Yeah, team's on his back right now for sure. Legends playing for themselves, but also playing for Trench here tonight a little bit. Gotta expect that.
Absolutely. And Trench he's answered the bell. He's performed well.
Keep those votes and bits coming in, those points coming in. I know, look, the only bad part about the way we're doing this right now is that if you come in second place in this voting, you're going to lose your points. And look, it's just how it is. Points, but you just keep watching PLW, you get more points.
Yeah, of course. A good cause,
Yeah, look, a few of you are going to lose your points tonight, but we appreciate you using them to try to get a signed Trench ball, and we're happy to ship it out to you. It'll be in the mail tomorrow. So get those points and bits, and those bits coming in.
Huge walk there onto Gannon as a shocker ball from Gannon there.
J-Rock audibly saying, come on, because he thought he should have had it.
And something going here for the Legends here. First and second, nobody out, and one walk on Gannon. That's trouble.
A great night by Jason Stevenson. Really stepping up tonight. 3 home runs. Great pitching on the mound.
Have you played golf with Stevenson yet?
Not yet, but I feel like that guy hits the ball
Dude's a
little
baller.
far.
Oh, that guy can play.
I've played with you just one time now, and you hit the ball far. You're not quite sure where it's going most of the time, but
Right.
I'd like to see him hit the ball.
Me and Burner.
And there we go.
Me and Buck Burner have similar golf games. Far and
Renee
Oh, that's up the middle from Taravella.
Hoey is the winner of this poll.
Oh, Renee won. He's been out here a ton.
Yeah.
He's been in a ton.
Renee is the winner.
Now, I mean, channel points are bits. Those 510 bits count. That's huge.
This might be a close call. Maybe we should be doing.
I don't know. I'm not
Maybe
gonna
we should be doing 2. That is
'cause bits
that
you
is
pay money
David
for.
Harley. I know. Trust me. I had this conversation earlier today.
But we got to give it to a viewer, not a POW player.
Yeah, that is David Harley
Harley,
contributing
why do you want
for
a
us.
trench ball? He's your competitor.
Yeah, Renee, congrats.
Well, I appreciate the support, Harley. I'm giving it to Renee.
Yeah, reach out to us via Whisper with your address, and we'll get that ball signed for you tonight and shipped out to you tomorrow.
We're basically saying, Harley, that we feel great about taking your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel better about that. And in the midst of our banter, the Legends are rolling here. First and second, nobody out on a run across, 3-1. Sansone at the bat. And he goes down swinging, though, for the first out.
Yeah, way out ahead of that one. Wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, Harley can get a trench ball whenever he wants. So we're just going to call that a nice 500-bit donation from Harley.
Appreciate
it.
that, Harley.
Good stuff. Glad we can work these things out. And here's a Billy Osgood. Takes away. Big run there. It's the big runs at first and second.
Yeah, huge insurance runs here.
Yes.
Big difference. Having a 2, 3, 4 run lead than in just that one.
And good pitch to hit. Osgood rips it right to Tanik. Didn't have to move a step.
Right at him.
Absolutely frozen rope to Tanik, and Tanik was still catching that.
Adam puts himself out in left field, gives McDowell a break.
And I think if you had to ask Adam, that's exactly the kind of ball he's looking for.
Yeah, I think anybody's looking for that, right? Renee got your trench ball. You sure did.
And ground ball jam job from Garcia. And
Nobody's at third.
Nobody's
Wow.
at third there. And those are the little things from the Vipers tonight that I've seen him do more than once.
That is not characteristic.
Yeah.
That's not Sandviper ball.
I mean, these guys practice so much. That's just not how they roll. And they've just been a little out of sync.
Yeah, that's not your traditional Sandviper ball, and it showed. The results of the game so far tonight have.
And they've been playing
Showed
it
it.
long enough. They know it. I mean, I think Tanik sees it. I think these are things
Right.
that we'll see corrected. But yeah, tonight it's just been a little bit different. And through a 54-game season, you're going to have ups and downs and nights
course.
where you just don't feel it.
And look, you can get away with that stuff in short bursts, but if that becomes a trend, it's it could be bad, and you're not going to get away with that stuff in the playoffs against the best teams.
Kitchen rug with the needle. Trench would have been there.
Trench would have been there.
Yeah, Deli Haute, I see it. It's not the fact that they got the job done. It's just like not knowing where your teammates are. The little things like that the Sandvipers are so polished on.
Yeah, he turned around looking for the easy out at third, and nobody was home.
Yeah, just kind of
like
normally
that.
I think the Vipers are communicating in between pitches, and those little things I'm not seeing tonight. Not really the result of the play mattered much. Nasty 51 there, and Stevenson going to settle in with that screwball. Goodness, 1 and 2 now. Oh, 59 takes. Tanik hasn't done that well tonight. Hasn't swung at the hot pitch at all. I think everyone in the park knows what's coming here. And it is that screwball missing high.
Yep, just let it go a little too high. Stayed up.
When I hit off Stevenson, I am just waiting for that screwball to come.
And that's the one you're sitting on?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'd be sitting on anything else. Because the screwball, I feel like, is his nastiest.
It's almost like a baseball pitcher with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I know he's going to go to it eventually, and he's just trying to throw for a strike. I know it's coming at some point as he walks out of this game.
Do you think he tries to throw it for a strike more often than not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. It's just got so much movement. It's tough to control.
Right.
Yeah, I've gotten to play golf with J-Rock and talk to him about it.
Oh, you got insider information, little insider trading, I see. Okay. There we go. Billy Osgood back on the mound. He's going to replace the walked out Jason Stevenson.
Osgood, really gritty performance in game 2, kept his team in the game and had really good offensive backing to help him out. But Hicks and Tavano did a lot of damage off Osgood. Here we go. 3-1, top 5. Nobody out. Stevenson can't get an out in the 5th.
Somebody saying you're giving out tips. I should just, whenever you're giving out tips, I should just be listening.
It's always the broadcast booth that gives it away. Me and Tanik's up here, does the same thing.
Just giving away all the secrets?
His scouting reports are great. Up the middle, Hicks. Another base hit, and that's by Taravella, but he tips it up to himself, makes the play. Left side, Tanik will stay at second.
Be curious to see how long of a leash Osgood has here, as you could still go to Taravella. As you said, the Sandvipers, specifically Hicks, Tavano, have hit Osgood hard. And if they continue to do so,
right,
maybe you make the move to go to Taravella.
And you'd think the lefties would be hitting Osgood hard, but it's been the righties. And it's Hicks having that great right field up the middle approach. Hits everything hard and hits it. Doesn't try to do too much. And here's Gannon. Gannon takes that down. What's Osgood going to go with here?
Oh, great pitch. 54,
nice.
top pipe.
Tied up Gannon. Gannon leaning out over the plate, looking for something away. And that's where Osgood usually goes with that slider and comes inside with it. A nasty drop ball. It's a good pitch from Osgood. He's picked up a good little diving drop ball going away from lefties. And that's hitting the center. And it just cannot get there. There's wind picking up.
Yes, I feel it. It's blowing. It's definitely blowing in, and that ball was probably going to be right at Taravella in game 1.
Right.
And now here in game 3, the wind just spit on it, and it dropped 15 feet in front of him.
Definitely changing conditions here at the Hideaway in game 3. Interesting, though, the cold weather. And it's supposed to be windy and cold tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be an awful weather day.
Oh, Trench is playing tonight. He's over there on third base right now. Started this game, 3+ innings, in line for the win, if the Legends can hold on here for their sweep of the Sandvipers.
And here's Tavano, big spot here. Still nobody out. Sandvipers trailing by 1. And gets a good back foot pitch in there for Tavano, swings over it.
Yeah, big pitch by Osgood there,
That
giving
was
him
a
the
big
chase at
pitch.
an inside pitch.
Had to have that one. Let's see if he goes something similar again. Slider foul back, Tavano all over it.
Wow, the wind is real right now. We felt nothing all night, and now we can really feel it in our
And
face.
it's coming into the broadcast booth, absolutely. Chopped, and that's as an outfielder. And I saw you guys doing this last night, knowing the ball wasn't carrying too much. Really shallow outfield, and the Warbirds, we got beat by a lot of shallow balls by the Bombers.
If a ball goes in the air right now, there's not a chance it goes out.
And that's flared over to Osgood, and he's going to love seeing that.
I mean, you got to destroy one right now to get it out.
Agreed. Right field foul pole is probably the only easy path at the moment. And Kenny McDowell up, 1 pitch away for Osgood now. Drop ball into center. That's hanging up there, though. Coleman, kind of a basket catch there.
Nice job coming in on it.
That is a sign of lack of confidence in the outfield, but makes it happen there. Not trusting his hands much.
That was a pretty hard hit ball. Dead center, but that got hung up by that wind.
He's got to be careful and not let his chest get in the way there and misplay that. And that's fouled above the broadcast booth by Michael Dean. All to play for here in game 3 still. And that's chopped third base. Pacone, easy.
Great job by Osgood getting out of that inning.
Indeed. Really, really good job by Billy Osgood.
And the Legends going to look for some insurance runs here. Tom Gannon going to try to come in and shut them down and give the Sandvipers a chance to tie this in the 6th. But the Legends are going to look to tack on some more runs here and see if they can finish this off for Trench.
Really, really good game here. 3-2, kind of more my style. Love these 3-2 tight ones. Gannon going to look to hold them off. Legends, 3 outs from a sweep, Kyle. Can you believe that?
I really can't.
I can't believe
I mean,
that.
I gave,
shocking.
we were on him. We were high on him early, pregame. But
2.5, easy.
if you said, "Oh, what's your price on Legend Sweep tonight?" I don't know, 30-1,
Yeah,
40-1.
probably, yeah.
I mean, you probably like 3-1 dogs in each game. I mean, you're looking at 30, 40-1.
Yeah, I agree.
But as we've seen,
that price probably before the series, before you see the results
series,
of the
right?
game,
You see game 1, it's like, okay, this is a dogfight tonight.
Sure. And that's smacked by Corral.
Wow.
This play by Michael Dean.
Nice job by Michael Dean.
Sliding, getting that ball in his hands to eye level there, getting his eyes closer to his hands, making a nice play.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to get down and get to field level with that one.
Another one of those hanging pitches that these Legends just punished.
Yeah, the Legends, man, they're hitting balls harder. I mean,
I know that was an out, but that was hit right on the squared up. Yeah.
Here's Stevenson, big series, really coming out party this season for him. 56, too hot there.
That's that one that sounds and looks hotter.
Yeah,
but it was only 56.
It looked 60.
Yeah, that looked exactly.
Got to figure out how to do that too. And that's right back again. And that's got Petrol on it.
Yeah, it's 2 bases.
Dean, that gets through Dean to the wall. That's a double for Stevenson, one of the all-time PLW career leaders in doubles.
Another hard hit ball by the Legends.
And I got a highlighted message, chip and dip. My brother, Chris Rearick, yeah, he's a Padres pitcher. Yeah, C. Rearick 29. He's in the Pick 6 League. Kyle Lohman also participated in that.
Oh, nice.
Nice, awesome.
Wants to get in touch with us about PLW. Have him give us a shout.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a shout. You can look me up on Facebook, Jim Dodos, or find me on Instagram or Twitter and all that good stuff. I'll definitely get in touch.
Oh, another hard hit ball by Taravella.
And that's thrown over by Tavano. That's going to score a run, Kyle.
That's going to score Stevenson from second, and the Legends get an insurance run, and Taravella slides into second.
Man, I hope they caught that on camera. A sweet hook slide.
Oh, there he goes for the takedown. Oh, man. Gannon went right after Taravella. Taravella shot for a double leg takedown. I think those guys would fight in the same weight class. I don't know. Casey, I think, has got him covered by a few pounds.
Man, all I can think about is I got the former Padres pitcher hit me up about PLW, and I just traded a free agent chip.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
What are you doing?
Damn it.
We got one.
Here's Sansone. I got his email. I'll reach out to him. Thank you, Chip and Dip. Appreciate that. And here's Nick Sansone. Runner at second, 1 out. 4-2 now. Legends extend. Sansone trying to park that. Gannon is showing good range off the mound.
Yeah, Gannon called that as soon as that ball went up in the air. Before he'd even taken a step off the mound, he said, I got it. Glenn Meadows got out of the way, and Tom Gannon, the leader of the defense, took the lead on that one. Go Padres 2020. If there is a 2022. If there is a 2022.
Lost more games today. That's a nasty situation there. All's good. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Go PLW 2022. We'll gladly take it.
That's definitely right. PLW 2022 is the answer to that.
Yes, sir.
Just have someone delete the tweet and the trade won't be official anymore. That's right.
I love it. I know. We're trying to figure out what to do with our chip. And
yeah, speaking of that chip in that trade.
Maybe I'm not thinking hard enough. I got a pretty good network, I guess.
The Vaders used their free agent chip immediately.
They did. And former local
You have the
player.
information.
I do.
The Vaders have used their recently acquired free agent chip on Alex Hutt.
Yep.
He was a closer at CSN and currently holds the all-time save record. There are only 2 free agent chips remaining. The Lightning have one, and I believe the... No?
Night Owls.
Night Owls have one.
Night Owls. Another team of transplants as Osgood walks out Tom Gannon.
Yeah, we actually tried out a guy the other day with a possible free agent chip. We have 12 guys on the roster, so we'd have to make some moves, but we'll see.
It's becoming a shrewd league. Is Adam Tannick going to take them out again? And, oh boy, is this the end here for the Legends? 3 out for the Sandvipers. 3 outs away from a sweep and a big 2 out at bat for, is it Alex Garcia with a bat in his hand over there? I think it is.
I think you're right. Chip and Dip saying Chris lives in Houston, so maybe you dodged one there.
Okay. Thanks for making me feel better about that. But
Alec played at the wiffle bar tournament. Oh, okay. I was there.
Maybe we can have
some good players in that.
Have them come out for a tournament.
The Legends are just getting better with their sneaky, these random guys that they just find, like Ethan Ibarra. And
oh, you mean the Vaders?
The Vaders. What did I say? Legends?
Yeah,
I meant Vaders,
no,
yeah.
the Vaders are. I umpire every Tuesday, and they play, and they got some ball players.
Yeah.
High fly by Garcia. That's deep to right field. And that's caught by Michael Dean. I thought that was out of here for sure.
Yeah, you were calling a Garcia home run all night. I think the wind got him, obviously.
Yeah, he got that. When you see him over there, hands over his head, he can't believe that didn't go out. Nice job by Michael Dean staying with that, and it's going to be a 4-2 game. Heading to the top of the 6th. Is it time for, who's coming up in the booth? Oh, no, we do that after the series.
Do that after the game. Yeah, quick poll after the series.
Yes,
got a small feeling who I think might win this one tonight, but we will see what happens here. Game 3.
Obviously a lot to be played for here.
Yeah, big inning here. Legends 4, Sandvipers 2. Legends 3 outs away from a sweep of the Sandvipers.
Yeah, shocking result. Nobody had that. If you did, I'd call you a liar. I mean, two teams at both ends of the tables, and even current form, nothing would have suggested a sweep tonight. And it's been a pretty comprehensive sweep outside of that first inning.
We knew they were going to give them tough, fits tonight. We knew they were going to be in every game, but we didn't think they would be the team leading most of the games here.
Oh, and Osgood comes and tinks the outside bar, but it's at 56 miles an hour. Tough break there.
What's up, Artak?
Tanek gets a hard hit ball there. He hasn't had too many of those tonight.
Nope, that's definitely the hardest hit ball he's had all night.
Agreed. He stung one off Trench to right out to Taravella, but I think that was hit harder. Good job there.
Danny saying what's up to you.
Oh, what's up, Danny? Yeah, I miss you guys too. Co-ed League OGs. Hopefully can bring that back at the new field. And then here's Justin Hicks running our first good start for the Sandvipers. Hicks, one of those hitters that doesn't matter what the weather is. He just hits the ball so hard and hits the line drives to all fields. I mean, he's going to be successful regardless of wind.
Yep, going to look to go the opposite way, of course. Got that whole right field wall open.
But no.
Wow, big pitch by Osgood. Gets Hicks swinging.
Osgood punchy. Didn't see that coming.
Huge pitch there by Osgood.
Wow, Osgood getting it done.
Brings up Tom Gannon. Now he's the tying run at the plate.
Unbelievable. Here's Tom Gannon now. Wind picking up, staying constant out here. High fly. This is going to be in the infield.
Could be a tough
Corral
play.
calling it. And he makes the play. Nice high-pointed catch by Corral. 1 out away here.
Nice job by Corral there on a ball up in the air right now with this wind. It's no joke, and that's not a routine play, believe it or not, right now.
Last Wednesday, I had the Night Owls winning 2 or 3 over the Ones as our surprise result of the season. This is going to replace that. And the Legends sweeping the Vipers, possibly, but not done yet.
Not done yet. Needs one more out. And here we have Mark Tavano. Home run power aplenty at the plate. Can tie this game with one swing of the bat. And the big gust picks up. Ain't going to hit a home run right now with this wind.
High fly, that's
no
just
chance.
what you want.
It's drifting.
Coleman, though,
Coleman
he does exactly what we thought he'd do by catching it that way. That's on the right. That's a dirty single.
The inexperience.
And that's just why you can't use
Poor form.
basket catching like that. It goes right off your chest.
Not fundamentals.
Got to use your hands there. And I saw it on the play before. He got away with it. But, the long term, that stuff evens out. Bad form there. And now a dangerous hitter in Kenny McDowell.
Yep, an extra out for the Sandvipers is not something you want to give them. Can McDowell punish the Legends here and steal this last game?
Double ties this game. Oh, boy, that was tough to watch. High fly to Coleman again. He's got a redemption chance here. He's going to try the full. Oh, man. I don't feel good about that at all, but he gets it done, Kyle. Woo, I'm getting nervous.
Sweep.
I can't imagine how Brad Ogden feels after
Wow,
that.
that fly ball really took a lot out of you, Jim.
It did. But back to the results here. A shocking sweep. Legends win game 3, 4-2. Take the series 3-0.
Amazing. Fantastic job all around by the Legends tonight. Great pitching performances by Jason Stevenson, by Trench to start game 3, by Casey Taravella, Billy Osgood. Huge night at the plate from Jason Stevenson. 3 home runs. Some other guys contributed as well. Taravella hard hit balls.
Right.
Nick Sansone hard hit balls. Casey Taravella hard hit balls. Amazing defense. Billy Osgood with maybe the new catch of the year.
Billy Osgood.
Josh Atkinson last week with amazing robbery of a home run, and Billy Osgood might have one-upped him tonight.
I love Billy Osgood, but I did not think he was capable of making a play like that.
Nor
his
did I.
Age and his mobility, that was fantastic.
Just sold out for it and said, I am not letting this ball go over the fence, and he did not.
And that was great to see. And we got our post-game interview as Trench is running away with it here. And, got to feed the frenzy with Trench Pacone, give the fans that want.
Yes, Stevenson had a huge night. So if you want to see Jason Stevenson up here, get those votes in real quick. If you want to see your man Trench up here, get those votes in. A couple other guys, Taravella, Sansone, Tanek.
I love it. And I love how you described the Legends sweep tonight. I mean, it's really team effort. I mean, 1 through 6 in the lineup. Defense spotty, but also clutch at times, too. As Coleman had a couple big catches to redeem himself. Taravella solid all night long. Wigfield, a mistake, but then, that huge double play. To redeem himself, So a lot of character. And after 5-0, a 5-0 first inning from the Sandvipers, I thought this, I mean...
GK had checked out.
Yeah, to get a sweep out of the Legends just speaks to the performance. I mean, this looks like this was going to be a runaway effort for the Vipers.
Yeah, big moxie by this team.
Yeah.
Really big, really gutsy performance. I mean, to fall down 5-0, it's so easy to just be like, we're done. This is not our night.
We got to stop these Legends from getting out of here as J-Rock's taking the lead in this poll.
Yeah, let me go
Where's
get
Stevenson?
Let me go get our man. Hold on.
Let's go get Stevenson here. J-Rock. J-Rock gets out of here quick, though. This could be tough. As there's our guy, Kyle Lohman. Give it up for Kyle Lohman in the booth tonight. What a color commentator. Great job by him. You know, our first time together. I really enjoyed his insights to the game. And that guy knows his stuff for sure. And not just POW, but all sports. As it looks like J-Rock's already out of here already. It's going to be Trench Pacone, my man. Trench, I got a lot of questions for you. But first, what's up to just a good friend and a commentator colleague? Good to see you up here, bud.
Little do the fans know at home, that's the first time in 3 1/4 seasons or whatever that the Vipers have ever been swept.
We talked about that. I thought the ones got you guys.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Possibly.
Well, that was the first time they got swept with Trench on the team.
That's right, and that's got to feel good for you, and we're going to get into that.
Those guys played really hard. They knew that that trade and everything. They really wanted to win that one, and I wish I could have pitched a couple more innings for the fans at home. It always gets so silent when I'm out there. Every single time I'm on the mound, it is crickets. It's unbelievable.
That was intense, Trench. I mean, we saw you with the warm-up pitches kind of on before Game 3, and you see the chat started getting crazy. And, it was a built-up moment, and you delivered. And then the series delivered.
Yeah, my main focus was to try to get Tanek out, obviously.
Well done. How did that first error feel like, though? Did that break your heart a little bit?
Yeah, usually when if a ground ball comes, I immediately just turn my back and see what happens. And I heard the turf, and I was like, oh no,
man.
The wiffle ball gods are going to wake up.
A little bit more for you there.
Yeah, so I don't know if he got a hit against me, which was all I wanted to do was just get Tanek out and then see what I could do with the rest of the guys. I felt that I gave a pretty good scouting report prior to the series tonight. It was probably one of the longer messages I've ever sent. But I let the guys know, I've seen the Vipers a ton of times.
Right, a lot of the talk was the other way around. Oh, Tanek's seen these guys, seen Trench so many times, but it plays both ways.
Yeah, so I really wanted to... What's this?
Oh, you got to sign a ball, Trench.
Oh, okay.
Renee Hoey.
I know Renee.
Yeah, you know Renee.
There.
Yeah, he won your ball,
Let's
man.
do it. Here we go. Where are we at?
Right here, center cam.
Here we go.
Yeah, we'll get that delivered to Renee tomorrow. Going to get that right out to you.
There it is. Thank you guys for just being a great fan base. It feels good to have some of the fans out there really rooting for my personality and what I do out for the teams. And I'm just trying to play lockdown defense for the Legends. My bat's not coming around. And when from top to bottom, I don't know if there is a better squad than the Legends offensively. And
coming out party tonight.
Yeah, so I was really, really proud of those guys. Good pitching, got out of some jams. We did have some errors, but I really want to talk about Billy Osgood's catch in center field where he basically T-boned himself. That was an awesome play. That should be one of the highlights of the year. But kudos to Brad and putting together a good squad. And this was the first time I think that they really gelled. And
yeah, you guys are having fun out there.
Yeah, they really rallied around wanting to win the series for me. So I want to thank them for doing that.
I want to rewind you to inning 1 of game 1.
Yeah,
Vipers just come out and put 5 on you right away.
Yeah.
And like we had GK in the chat saying, I'll pick up. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
did it have that feeling? I mean, you guys, the way to bounce back and really dominate a series after falling behind like that showed a lot of character out of the Legends tonight.
Yeah, I went up and down the dugout there, and I said, "Listen, guys, this is what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. These are the pitches that we're going to see." And I knew that if we could get Gannon out,
that was huge.
I knew if we could get Gannon out and we get Tanek on the mound, he hasn't been pitching great. Since late last season. He's been hittable. This season, for sure, he's been hittable. And once that happened, I knew that I was worried more about Game 2, Gannon coming in if he had an early walkout and they had a lead.
Sure.
Because I know he wouldn't walk out fast again like that.
Yeah, but you guys hit Gannon pretty well, too, all night. I mean, that Legends lineup, I think, was struggling to start the year. Big coming out party for them. And then you on the defensive end shoring up that game 2. Big play there to end game 2.
Yeah.
A lot of people asking why you're not pitching. It's like, well, Trench is at third making plays like that. So, just really a comprehensive team effort is kind of.
What was the feel out there commentating the Vipers versus the Legends?
Oh, we were having a great time. This
Yeah.
was an easy series to commentate.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's so many talking points, so many subjects, great play on the field,
Yeah.
a lot of runs being scored, a lot of plays being made. So from up here in the booth, you guys make it easy on us because just the natural entertainment you provide.
Yeah, I want to give another big shout out to Casey Taravella. He again, I think he's just
Hitting
the
bombs.
most underrated player here in the PLW, but he's finally starting to get PLW on notice, and a good play by him.
Yeah, Legends, really putting the league on notice. I introduced the Legends tonight in my preview as a relegation candidate. And, 3 big wins kind of going to bury those thoughts for now. And it's now playoff contender time.
Well,
how quick things change.
Next week, right back against the Vipers, and that Tanik's not going to let this happen again. He's going to dig in, watch some film, go over, who's pitching, what to look for. But, we had their number tonight, I believe.
Well, that was great. Me and Kyle, I think both, I can speak for Kyle. We enjoyed watching you kind of in another uniform, competing, and it feels great to come away with 3 wins.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Trench. Hey,
All
we'll
right.
be seeing you very, very soon here.
See you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time I'm in the booth. Is Friday night. Tomorrow's my night off.
Nice.
So
Take a night off.
Are you playing tomorrow?
No. I played Monday. I am done
you guys
until
already
next
played,
Thursday.
right?
So,
all right. See you guys.
Night, Trench. Have a good one. I will see you very, very soon. Here we go. Kyle Lohman joining me again. Let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
I mean, what a series. What a night.
A great night. Honestly, ton of fun to call this series. To be here for Trench's return, Trench's big hyped matchup versus the Vipers.
And then it lives up to the billing.
It really did. And I'm happy for the result, because if the result was what it started to look like, 5-0 Vipers in the first inning, and then maybe just the Vipers just crush, I think it would have been a little bit of like a big letdown. It would have been like, man, these teams are so uneven.
Yeah,
it's like,
look, the league
top
again.
right, exactly. It's like Adam got the best again, but no,
tinfoil hat guys.
a little bit. But I'm really, I'm glad to see the result that happened tonight. It was a good result for the league for sure.
Right. Yeah, I know. Parity in this league, we say it every time, but
every team can compete with everybody
once again. And man, I'm a little overwhelmed. I mean, so many things to review. I hope our viewers had a great night tonight watching. If you're not entertained on this series, then you probably never will be. But the viewership was great all night. So thanks to our great fans as well for keeping us going.
Yeah, absolutely. I really had a blast with you up here tonight.
Me
thank
too.
you for joining me. And,
no, you were great.
I hope
Kyle.
I didn't talk over you too much.
No, I need it. Someone's got to slow me down sometimes. I do all the talking.
You could be what's his name?
Oh, Vince Scully.
Vince Scully.
My hero.
You're a Scully-esque kind of guy. You could be up here by yourself, and you've done it before. And
fortunate enough to listen to him growing up as a kid as my local broadcaster.
Legend, of course.
Absolute legend. So, WIFFLE, it's tough because the action's so fast, So it's nice to have someone else to come and give you a break because things just come so quick here and the game starts so fast. So, thank you for joining us. And with that being said, I'm going to call it a good night for Kyle Lohman. Give him a big round of applause. This is Jim Dodos. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, Snappers versus the
Ones.
The Ones at 6:05 at the Hideaway. Be here Thursday night. See you then.